female women's empowerment class, where she brings more power towards the females by teaching them fashion, by teaching them how to talk, by teaching them how to also be ladylike, but at the same time, stand up for themselves. Because it's all about female empowerment with Alexis Skywalker.
Okay.
And she's also going to teach them how to talk to boys, too.
Oh my. All right.
Basically all the stuff that is essential for females.
Alexis is teaching
This
cotillion.
class is setting females back 15 years.
No, I'm teaching them to be fierce females. Then
So many. The best part is that I forgot to record, and so I as soon as I turned it on, that's just like the first thing of the episode.
just Professor Skywalker walks in with a different outfit every day, looking fashionable and fierce. As she teaches little young women how to stand up for themselves and excel in the academy, but also to be awesome diplomats, professionals, and empowered female individuals.
Sweet, yeah. Teachers, nurses, flight attendants, the
Or
whole
that
the whole 9 yards.
presidents, leaders, etc., etc.
Gotcha. All right, sweet. Professor Bentbeak, what class are you teaching? Oh wait, I'm so sorry, Alexis. What's a milestone that your students will be reaching this?
A milestone? I guess the milestone would be define milestone. Like, how do I graduate the class, or?
Yeah, what's a skill that they'll be able to leave with after completing your class?
Ooh, a skill?
So, yeah, a step that their engagement, getting engaged to a boy is
No,
That's
I
good.
would probably say.
Or MS degree or MRS degree.
I would probably say. I mean, is it like a skill feat, or like a skill like diplomacy, deception, intimidation, or like an actual skill?
No, it's just general abstract.
Oh, once these girls are seen as, let's say, like they have like the Sweet 16 or whatever, that's when they know they're like ready to graduate. Kinda like that. Like when they spend daddy's money and everything, it's all good.
What the heck? Okay. That was an answer from Mikey.
From Alexis Skywalker, not Mikey.
Alrighty, Professor.
I don't condone this.
All right, I have no possible way of topping that. So I'm just gonna have to be far more conventional and boring, and say that Arashi is teaching a class on Arcana, and his students need to be able to recognize the school of a spell or magical effect within 3 seconds, or they fail.
Okay. What's the name of the class? In Harry Potter, there's a kid reading about this, and they're like, "Wow, I want to be in that class."
The application of Arcana in immediate context.
Ooh, that's great. All right, sweet.
I have a question. What makes your class different than other classes on campus that teach arcane theory and practice?
The immediate application in survival contexts.
Ooh.
There we go.
I feel like that that does seem like something Arashi would teach.
Definitely.
Having to be in as many combat scenarios as Arashi did.
I feel like that class would be super hard to pass because Arashi's very like skilled in a lot of things.
Also, he's not a very good teacher, and he mostly just shouts wrong.
The other option was just like how to shove a sword through something's head. Oh yeah, are we getting Arashi 2.0 or is it classic
Yeah,
archery.
I mean, so like I've just changed the feats, really, to add archery feats, and I've realized that he's actually no worse in melee than he was before.
Oh, okay.
Um, he's just actually has. I don't even know what my class feats were doing, to be quite honest. But I just added some archer and eldritch archer feats.
Oh, that's gonna be so dope.
Oh,
And
dude, that's actually gonna
bought
be pretty
another
fun for you.
rune for a longbow.
I guess we're all rangers for poor Jing up in front.
Yeah, you guys are just like, all right, Jing, go get him.
We're just all in the back. Let him get mobbed.
The funny thing is I could change like 1 or 2 feats and probably be more effective in melee than I am in at range, but why would I want to do that?
Besides, he's got Callisto to buddy up with.
True. You do have Callisto, who's a mature companion now, by the way. Whoop, whoop.
Incredible.
She
Oh,
was
sorry.
always a
Callisto is
mature.
now incredible.
Incredible companion, my bad. Whoop, whoop.
Not that she wasn't always.
All right, Professor Vin, what are you teaching this year?
So what are the what's the goal here? Just a class?
Yep. Yep, you're given your class, you design your curriculum. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think what I would have to do is I'd probably teach like advanced wilderness survival. And essentially, it's like it's actually shorter than a semester, and it's the only class that can be taken because I take like 14 individuals, and then we go like way out in the middle of nowhere, and I give them like a knife, and that's it. And force them to like survive.
Oh my goodness.
Well, essentially I just teach them how to like survive on nothing.
I had
Survive on nothing with their own ability, and I teach them how to find things, and I also would just teach them like druid spells that are useful in these scenarios and such.
So kind of like a man versus wild type of thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to work for a lawyer that was a paratrooper in like the 70s or something like that. And he was telling me about one of the tests they had to do in order to like graduate was they like were dropped in the wilderness for 2 weeks, and there was another team of paratroopers that was like hunting them. They had to like survive and not get captured for 2 weeks, and he was saying like after the first week I was captured and they just put me in a box for for the second week. I was like, all right. Not for me.
That's intense. Ooh.
I was like, yeah, I'm pretty stressed out about, you know, GMing for my games. Different strokes. Alright, sweet. All great. Does anybody want to give their, like, Harry Potter character teacher introductions where you, like, dramatically enter the class and tell people what they're going to be doing? The answer can be no.
So Arashi casts invisibility,
Mhm.
and just waits in the classroom, and the class can't start until he's detected.
Very nice. Some kids like, yeah, if they're not here in 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to leave. Sweet. Love that. Anybody else?
Alexis is gonna walk in with red carpet entrance. The red carpet is actually gonna travel through the door. As she walks on, paparazzi taking pictures of her. And as she sets her little boba cup down, she sits on their desk and she's like, "Hello, ladies. Welcome to Feminism 101."
Okay, great. Sweet. Anyone else?
Jing will be in his classroom with just a bunch of mats around him, and for the whole hour and a half, he's just going to sit there meditating. So everybody's going to come, sit down. He won't say a word. It'll be almost like a test the first time, and who can just relax.
All right, here comes Jing's wife to divorce him.
Scold him.
I'm trying to mute it real quick.
No problem. That's what Yoda did when he first met Count Dooku to be his master. He was meditated for a week, and Count Dooku was like, "What the hell, teacher?" There you go, Star Wars. All right, Toph, do you have a grandeur?
I'm pretty sure Callisto's going to be involved somehow.
Alright, find the weakest student and feed him to the bear.
Yep.
Awesome. Alright, so you guys go about teaching, doing your own thing. You're out of the Spire dormitory. I assume you have apartments in Natambu now. You know, since you saved the mayor's life, I'm sure he can help you find something.
I don't know. I kind of assumed that if we weren't staying in the dormitory anymore, that we were probably on this salary, homeless.
Alright, if you want to be homeless, you can be.
No one wants to be homeless.
That's not true.
Homeless, all you want.
That's fair.
The noble poverty. But, a little bit into your time as teachers, you guys are doing about your own thing. You guys are invited to the Black Heron Cafe, where you guys had that sick poetry jam. You guys are invited by Ignancy and Mariama, who are seniors. And I just want to reminisce with you guys, talk, hang out.
Sure.
Sweet.
Spoken.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
it.
So you guys, meet up with them and... Okay. Yeah, you guys meet up with them and, share a meal. And, you guys have moved out of Spire Dormitory because it seems kind of unethical. But they're catching you up on everything, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, things are going great. Ankarut and Shazir are dating. Totally,
What?
I did not see that coming. Whoa.
And just catching up on the gossip, how their D&D campaign's going. Just reminiscing about some facts, and Nancy is like, "Oh my god, do you guys remember that time Arashi went on a date with Regina?"
I remember. Clear as that, Arashi.
Yeah, hilarious stuff. And partway, once dessert arrives, Nancy looks at Mariama, and Mariama looks at Nancy. They nod their heads, And Mariama, she kind of leans in, and she's like, "So, it's possible we may have had alternative reasons for inviting you guys here today."
Is something the matter?
And she looks to her left, looks at her right, and elbows Ignacy. Ignacy nods his head, and he pulls out his journal, and he pushes the journal forward. You guys are met with a blank page, but he says a magical word, and suddenly, like a musical sting. The theme of the sting in our movie/anime, which denotes mystery, that music plays, and the journal comes to life, and ink appears. As Ignacy reveals on his journal, he has a series of magical glyphs on his journal, and you see that there's like I guess I can actually just show you this map. He has it drawn over a picture of Natambu, and there's like lines that pop out and denote where these glyphs were located in Natambu. So a lot of them are in the Magambia, the majority of them are in the Magambia, but some of them are just around Natambu in places. And so, they were like, here we go, changing music. And so Ignacy says, you guys know I like to explore. So while I was doing, I found some of these glyphs. I was researching them in the library. And Mariama came by and she said that around Natambu, she knows some of them too. So we've been collaborating, trying to investigate what these glyphs could mean. And Ignacy moves forward. He says, I recognize some of these glyphs from some of my, from my homeland. And he looks to the left, he looks to the right, and he says, I think these might be secret signals from Cheliax. I think they might be intending to invade Magambia and steal its secrets for their own. And Mariama makes a face, and she says, and that's where our partnership has kind of fallen apart. I think that these sigils are some sort of method to reach into another plane. I think this might be a plot from one of Old Mage to release one of Old Mage Jitimbe's ancient enemies back into the world. I think these glyphs are going to be used to do that. She says, look here, that's clearly a summoning sigil. And Ignacy nods his head and says, yes, summoning for a fiend. Obviously, Cheliax related. And the two of them start bickering.
And we look at the glyphs, please.
Sure, they turn the notebook around and give you a chance to make a look at it.
Okay. Alexis is not smart, so she's gonna be like, Arashi, can you look at this for me, please, while I get a refill on my boba?
As she's like shoving this in Arashi's beak, I'm gonna like and like getting up, I'm just gonna like grab it from her and be like, we can all look at it.
But I won't help you that much. Sorry, not my forte.
Okay, bye.
Boba, bye. Refill.
Alright. So this can be a academia lore, library lore, Magambia lore, or Natambu lore.
Academia, Natambu, what and what?
Academia, library, Magambia, or Natambu.
This is the best Alexis got. Oh, snap! Never mind, I can't help you.
Very nice.
Not that she would know, because she's not there.
Oh, true.
Getting a refund.
I'm getting my Bulba first, and I'll come back after and inspect it. After you guys talk, so I can pretend to sound smart.
But like not. So you're saying not nature?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
And assistance, when you assist someone, that's just like a +1.
Yes.
That's
Unless you
lame.
get a crit.
Well, you're kind of better off doing it yourself, unless the DC is like super high.
No, DC unassisted. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, I have academia lores,
Sure.
so I'll try.
Nice. Okay. Jing, are you feeling like it?
What were the
Academia,
academia?
Library, Magambia, or Natambu?
So
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
essentially only lore skills.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so Alexis.
Hold on, I'll roll Magambia. I just accidentally exited out of my game instead.
Uh-oh.
Ironically enough, Callisto has academia.
That is quite ironic.
Okay. Yeah, Alexis gets the closest on this, and everybody's like, we've never seen these.
15. That was definitely worth waiting for.
We've never seen these symbols before, anything like that. And Alexis like, wait, I've seen that somewhere before. And Nancy and Mariama says, yes, actually why we called to ask you is that we know that some of these sigils are detailed in books that are in the teachers, the restricted library that only teachers have access to. And that's where Alexis might recognize them from. So we were hoping you guys
And you know this how?
Cross-referencing the catalogs. So we were hoping you guys might be able to get us access to some of these books. And they poke their fingers together so we could get to the bottom of this.
Will we get in trouble for sneaking in?
I know you're teachers.
I mean, okay. Well, I'm gonna glare at Nancy and be like, I don't know about you, but I can help the other two. I still remember.
You're a teacher. I'm professional.
10 points from Rain Scribes.
I'm Emerald Bow. That's fine.
We can help gather the books for you.
How about instead, we'll assist with investigating this and call it like some kind of whatever you want to call it, independent study. That way everything's legit. I just started working here. I don't need to jeopardize my job.
That's a very good idea, Vin.
By just handing restricted books to students.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that idea. All in favor of Vin's idea?
Yeah.
Yay.
I
Okay.
like it.
Alrighty. So with that, you guys head over to the library. and you know, head into that restricted section. So you guys like librarian gets the key and like opens it up, opens up the like folding screen doors. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Oh
they have like
yeah.
on elevators. And opens up inside. She's like, okay, let's you guys take a look around. So once again, this is gonna be those same rolls, but at a proper DC.
Oh no. Same rolls?
Yep. For bringing Ignancy and Mariama with you, you guys decrease the DC by 4 points.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck, friends.
Okay. So it's essentially the same role, but it's a little easier because we're researching it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other roll is just see if like you knew it off the top of your head, and this is
Okay.
different.
All right. Good luck, guys and girls. Pew. Pew.
Arashi, I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, Rashi. Oh my God! Go in.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Harashi and Ven are kind of, you know, walking around the library, and they're thinking about the sigils, and they're like, okay, if, you know, we were cataloging this under this, and they're doing that thing where they're each like bouncing back and forth with each other, and at the exact same time they're like, which means it would be in the star charts. So you guys go over there, and you managed to find what you guys were looking for. And Mariama and Nancy are like, oh, this is it. She's like, look, the sigils on this match this. And you guys are like, ooh, what could this document be? So you kind of, I don't know. You can see Mariama like, open it up. What is it?
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. You guys all open up the curse scroll. This record shows that although the runes line up with certain constellations known in antiquity, there's nothing sinister behind them. The glyphs are part of an unfinished thesis project on astrology begun by a former student who changed their focus of study. So this is like an old, like half-finished doctoral like thing. They simply left the out-of-the-way runes in place on the off chance that someone might someday pick up their project where they left off. And so, with that, Nancy, he kind of sighs as he's like, oh man, I really thought this was going to be my adventure. So, he bows his head. He's like, well, teachers, friend, lover, thank you for sticking your neck out for me. And he slinks off, disappointed.
Bye. All right. Anyways.
Oh, that reminds me. And you see, we should talk.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that. Yeah, you look like a man who's seen his own mother die before his eyes.
We didn't need to bring that up.
Too soon.
Mariama looks at you guys and she's like, this is actually kind of interesting. Do you guys mind if or can you guys check this out for me and so I can study it further?
Yeah, sure. My class is already finished for the semester, so for the quarter or whatever we run by.
We run by the life cycles of the dragon, who is our headmaster.
Wait, what?
What the hell did you just say? And she says, oh, awesome. And so, yes, head over to the librarian, check it out. Boop, boop. put her as a TA or whatever, and she's like, all right, thank you very much. And she says, I'll return in another book, and she scampers off. She says that to the camera, though, not you guys. All right. And thus, bye. And thus concludes today's adventure. All right. Thanks, everybody, very much. Go and see you next week. This has been Hurricane's Howl. But JK.
Prologue.
Prologue. Yeah, pretty much. And so with that prologue, you guys have helped your first students set forth events that will carry on later into our adventure. But for now, the clock passes by as we open up on, you guys know when you go to office hours and you get to the teachers that like don't have tenure, the adjuncts, and they all just like work out of the same office, and there's like one broken microwave that they all huddle around.
Yeah, the teacher's lounge.
Teacher's lounge, yeah. You guys are all in there on your adjunct office, sipping coffee, complaining about students, you know, being like, man, this place was a lot more fun when like we were learning stuff. It's so much more stressful now that we're the ones teaching.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna be like all grizzled and barely sleeping and be like, do you guys ever have the thought that like maybe the whole point of this place is to like raise students into teachers to like perpetuate our own like abuse? Does that make sense? This
No.
place turns abusees into abusers.
No,
Help us for money.
if that's what you think the school is about, I'm teaching feminism, so no thank you.
All I can do just to escape for the 4 weeks they let me.
Alright, so as Vin has
having
the
a
existential
fun time.
crisis.
My students it's been 2 weeks. My students still haven't found me. So.
I'm scared for that graduating class.
They're bad. They're bad students. They haven't done it. So as you guys are having this conversation, a familiar face walks in. And you all go, Goss! Oh my gosh. Except for Jing, who's never seen the spider before in his life. But a Spider-Man walks in. And he's saying, hello. Hello, Lord Speakers. How are you all doing today?
Gosh, how you been, buddy?
Oh, good. Ever since you guys moved out of Spire Dormitory, they allowed me and the other Anandis, allowed us in, so it's been nice sleeping under a roof.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, big change of pace.
How are they welcoming the Nandi?
Oh, Zenway's been very, very kind to all of us, and everybody's been very
She's
welcoming.
the best.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can summon her during battle, I've heard.
Oh, we totally forget to do that, but we will now.
I don't know, I feel like Nancy might withdraw his candidacy for that.
I don't mind him withdrawing it, but then we can keep it.
And he's like, well, it's so good to talk to all of you once again. So I was wondering, do you guys have a couple of free minutes to help me out with something? No rush if you guys are, doing something.
Yeah, we have a couple of free time, if everyone is cool with that.
Of course.
All right, thank you.
Actually, I'm busy. If you could go away, that'd be cool.
Vin's going through his second life crisis right now.
Well, thank you, everybody. Because I did summon a monster into the Spire Dormitory, and it is destroying everything, so any help you could provide would be appreciated.
Wait, hold up. You just went from 1 to 100. What did you say?
Yeah, well, I was doing an experiment, and one thing led to another, and now there's a monster burning down Spire Dormitory.
Oh my goodness.
Tell us more about this quote unquote monster.
Oh, yeah, sure. He checks his, watch, and he's like, we've got a few minutes. Gus
I mean,
starts
like,
a long run.
I guess on the way.
Oh,
Can you tell,
okay.
like,
Yeah,
what it
that
looks
works for
like.
me. Okay, yeah, he starts leading you there.
Be more descriptive.
Gus starts a long rambling explanation about how a class on preservation of endangered flora led him to further research into environmental conservatism. This in turn led to research on urban sprawl, which led to research on an alternative form of waste management, which led to researching on using water to eradicate waste, or magic to eradicate waste. He began theorizing on the possibility of an artificial creature that consumes refuse. And you guys are like, and then what happened? He's like, okay, well, maybe I went a little beyond theory about this whole thing. Me and the other Nandis managed to create a creature that proved a little bit more hungry than we were anticipating, and definitely more powerful than what we were able to control. It's you know the sun.
Not personally.
Okay. Well, it's like the sun. It's like a little sun. El poquito sol.
Hmm. So, some kind of elemental?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good classification for it.
Okay.
As you guys get to the Spire Dormitory, you see smoke rising up from it, and some passing students are just like, it's always those freaks that are doing something.
Be nice to the Ananji. They were not freaks. They are welcome, just like all
Alexis,
of us
they
are.
were talking about us.
Oh, sorry.
That was Spire Dormitory as a whole,
Unquestionably, we are freakier than the Anandi. All right.
Let's get rid of these elementals.
Okie dokie. Boop. Man, it's good to be home.
It's a new map. Oh, it's the same map. Just
Yeah.
cut off.
Just smaller than I remember.
So as you guys are coming up to this thing, I close the character sheet. So, let me see if I can get a description of this boy.
Just real quick, while you're looking at that, I'm gonna take the time to apologize for my sniffling. I just have a runny nose,
All good. All good.
and I'm sorry you guys have to listen to that.
Hey, it's fine. Allergy season's hitting. My roommate got COVID on Thursday, so that was fun.
Oh boy.
Purge the roommate.
No, I'm living with my boyfriend right now. I was gonna move in with my boyfriend next week, but I guess we hastened it. So now we're moved in together faster than we thought.
Oh, things are getting serious.
Oh my god, whatever. But yes.
Alright, so you see this little orb of fire as you guys arrive, and you're like, okay, so where is the... And the wall explodes, and this thing comes out. And you're like, okay, found it. It looks like a fireball. It's just constantly coming in and out of itself, a roiling sort of incantation of some sort. It's got runes that are flying around it as it's causing a mess, shooting fireballs this way and that. Then Goss gives you guys a bow. He says, I appreciate you guys helping out with this. I will be on the other side of the Magambia.
No. Can you not leave yet? Can you at least assist us in this?
He goes, "Oh, well, if, as the teachers, you feel it's best for me to help, I suppose I can put myself in danger."
No.
This is
no,
this is
no,
a
no, no,
no,
no.
in the back. Watch as I watch as we get rid of this, so later on in the future, this doesn't happen again. It's a lesson.
Oh, then I eagerly await the chance to learn.
I would like to recall if there's any way to sever this thing's connection with our plane. Any spell or ritual or any like non-combat get burned related way of doing anything.
Sure, I think it's Arcana.
Oh, Arashi, you are the Arcana King.
It's the hat.
It is that. Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to recognize this as a roiling incant, which I'll provide you information on in a second. Though many spellcasters can harness the forces of magic in a consistent manner, such power can't always be controlled, especially in the hands of a reckless researcher, aka Gus, megalomaniacal villains, or untested novices. When magical accidents result in large-scale property damage and the loss of life, these forces sometimes take on a life of their own, forming a dangerous amalgamation of ongoing magical energy known as a roiling incant. So you want to know if there's any way to take it out?
Banish or dispel or
just kill it.
Okay, but he's looking for non-combat ways of doing so.
Oh, he said non-combat ways?
yeah.
He vaguely said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know that. So these guys are made of magical energy. So they get stronger if you use spells on them.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Wait,
but
what?
they get weaker when they use their own spells. So it will eventually just fizzle out if you let it keep on rampaging through the academy, or you could hasten its demise by making it engage in rigorous physical activity, aka fight it.
I mean,
Unless you guys,
When Alexis was right, Alexis was right.
shoot at it. And like shooting solves all problems.
I've heard.
What if you got a bunch of chickens and had it just throw fireballs at like 20 chickens?
Sure. How do you want to execute that plan, Arashi? Let's talk this out.
I mean, I'm putting this plan to my group here.
Maybe instead of chickens, maybe.
And Groot opens her door and is like, "No
Ingrid's
chickens."
gonna be mad at you. Does anyone have a dispel magic that they can cast?
Well, Arashi was saying that it absorbs spells and becomes more powerful. I think that would apply to dispel magic too.
Would it? Because it's magical, so dispelling the magic would make it. Or no?
What school is dispel magic?
I believe it's Arcana and Occultism.
Abjuration.
Okay, that could work.
But I don't have that memorized.
Then
And my check with it is garbage anyway.
Jing.
Abjuration.
Nope.
Yeah, so it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Or, by all means, Alexis, shoot the ball.
I mean, do you really want me to shoot the ball?
You might as well.
Okay. Okay, guys. Jing, do you want me to shoot the ball?
Might as well.
Nobody likes my chicken idea.
I don't hate your chicken idea. I just don't have a chicken.
We don't have chickens.
Although
Alrighty. The squad
I
is zero for
am
initiative.
hungry.
May I roll stealth and be behind here?
Sure.
Okay.
That feels broken.
Arashi, click your token.
Never.
Last warning. Alrighty, Alexis.
Okay then. Shooty, shooty, McShooty.
Alpha strike, go.
I'm gonna one shot, one kill it. But I'm also gonna make sure that it's really, really good. Well, first I want to step so I can cover, so I can see it. But I'm gonna make sure it's really good by doing a sniper's aim. So plus 4 total, right?
I don't know.
I for circumstance, and then it's flat-footed, so that's plus 4.
Okay.
Put 4 in it. Is a 37 good?
Yep, it's crit.
It's a crit. Okay, you take 34 and 4. I rolled a low,
Okay.
and that ends your turn.
Alright, goes over to Vin.
I am going to try to mark it as my hunted prey. Does that work? Am I able to
Mhm.
hit? All right.
Yep.
Cool. Now I'm going to try and hunted shot it.
Okay, that is. And that hits.
And then I'm just
Okay.
going to do... I don't want to... I'm not 100% what this thing is capable of, so I'm gonna just move this way. Get out of this little clump here. My last action.
Okie dokie. I'll go to the roiling in camp. Let's see, what can we do here?
Everything.
Okay. So, the roiling in camp sees you guys and takes an interest. And they use 2 actions to move here. And then also here. And then finally right here. So as it moves through Alexis, Jing, Arashi, and Callisto, if you guys would please make a DC 28 reflex roll for me, please.
I don't like
Holy
I do not like that at all. Damn it. I have my thing. I don't want to use it yet. I'll use it. Oh no, I can't. It's a fortitude or wolf. Never mind. I take my fail.
Okay. Okay, so so if you succeed, you can choose to either be pushed aside, so out of range of the little boy, or you can choose to like be pushed in front of it. So you can arrange how you want. So basically, Jing, you can choose to move right here, or to be pushed along with it and be moved up here.
All right, I'm just gonna be. I'll be moved. I'll move up there.
Okay. Yeah, and Arashi, you can also choose to move there or there.
Like here?
Yep, that works.
Alright.
Alrighty, if I could get a reflex from Callisto as well.
Oh, right.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so Callisto can choose to be there or be pushed ahead of it, whatever she wants.
She would stand her ground.
Alrighty. Now Alexis
Yes.
is swallowed up by the magical roiling fire that is the roiling incant, and is swallowed whole.
Not again.
We remember this. So you are grabbed and slowed 1.
Fun.
And let's see how much damage you take.
That's a lot of text.
So let's say 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay.
8 force, 12 fire.
Got it.
Okay. And then yeah, I don't know, this guy basically comes at you. Arashi and Jing get out of the way, and you just see Alexis just like whoosh, engulfed in it, and you're like, what? No! And then a whip of fire suddenly bursts forth from it, and is gonna smack Jing in the face.
Oh my god.
Here we go again.
For 50 damage, I guess.
Holy crud.
Alright, and then it goes to Jing.
8 Alexis to gain her power.
All right. First, I'm going to go into my tiger stance, 1 action, and then I will flurry of blows on.
Okay.
If I remember how to do that. There it is. We're back.
Alright, that second one hits.
Alrighty. And you have to. Thank you. And I will. Dang it. I will. I'm gonna hit him a 3rd time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Arashi.
Okay. Arashi tries to devise a stratagem about how to shoot a ball of fire. But he doesn't think he has a very good idea. And he doesn't want to attack it with a spell. I'm gonna go ahead and take a strike with that roll and see if it hits.
All right, it does not.
All right. Then with my last action, I'm going to prepare to aid Vin with his next strike by distracting it, looking like I'm about to cast a juicy spell at it and stopping at the last moment.
All right, it goes to Alexis.
How does one escape? Acrobatics?
Yeah, let's return to the escape page. Acrobatics, thievery, I think. Escape 2E. Okay, athletics. No, wait, sorry. My final answer is for sure thievery, acrobatics, or athletics.
Acrobatics it is. Okay. I'm guessing I need a 28, right?
DC 28, that's right.
Okay, come on, girl. Come on. Nice.
Alright, you managed to come out.
I'm gonna breathe and be like, oh my god, that was so stressful. And then for her last action, because I'm slowed, I'm gonna running reload, and I'm gonna run the hell away from there. Be like, guys, you got this, guys. To there, and turn reloaded.
Alrighty, goes to Vin.
Hey. Oh, there you are. All right. When Alexis plops out of it and is like trying to put out the little smoldering bits and pieces of her clothes, I'm gonna aim for this nice juicy spot, like right in between the friends here, and first I'll try flurry of blows. Oh, I was like, I didn't hit it yet. How did it do the? Oh, I see. It wasn't me.
Okay, that's a +1. Alright, that is.
And
Alright, that is as well.
dope. I'm gonna give Callisto an action. One second. And then she's gonna make 2 attacks. First with
Nice.
Good job, Vin. Proud of you, buddy.
no Callisto.
Good job, Callisto. Proud of you, girl.
And then second attack is a claw. I don't know if it matters, but these are magical attacks now.
Okay. Let's see.
It would only matter, I guess, if it had resistance physical. And then with my last action, I'm just gonna take one more shot with an arrow. Probably not.
Okay.
That's it. That's what she did.
Fabulous.
And then, yeah, just in halfling, I'm just like, good girl. Get it, girl. You swipe that fire thing. Callisto does massive bear thumbs up.
Whoop, here we go. Okay, so after a very good turn by Vin, this thing roils and does its thing, and suddenly a wall of fire starts up, I suppose. He goes for 30 feet off the map and 30 feet in that direction.
That's not good.
And that's its turn. Goes to Jing. Ends its turn on the wall of fire, takes damage. And actually does seem to take damage from casting it. It gets a little bit smaller, but it doesn't seem to take damage from being engulfed in a wall of fire.
Right then. Well,
Good to know.
I like not getting hit this time. I will flurry of blows on him.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. First one definitely hits.
And that's 7.
It is
That's
just
4.
a flicker of flame at this point. Jing, one last hit, and you could.
Well, then I guess I gotta. I'm thinking I gotta just keep swinging madly at it. So here's my second and my third. Nope.
Tragically not, but let's roll for it. Okay. Alright, goes to Rashi.
Okay.
The problem is, Jing, now the flicker of flame is too small, and it's like nimbly avoiding your...
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, Arashi, before you go, here you go. Let me roll for you so I could aid you.
Okie dokie.
Add a +3 to your devise a stratagem.
He doesn't need it.
I think that might be a crit.
Ooh, actually, with a +3, it might be.
How? I attempt to shoot it with that roll.
Okay. Does device stratagem allow you to get past concealment?
Oh.
Doesn't do anything with concealment.
Okay, so you just have to roll a d20 to see if you can see it past the wall of flame.
You got this.
Sure can. Okay. You shoot your arrow. The ball of fire suddenly inflates and inflates and inflates, and looks like it's about to go supernova, and then just disappears. Just blinks out of existence.
Nice.
Oh, good. It takes the wall of fire with it. That's probably good. Especially since all through 4 of these teachers, between 4 teachers here, none of us know how to dispel magic, which feels that feels like a wand that they should give us.
Yeah, honestly, just like part of the kit.
Yeah.
Right.
like have it. We should probably have like a staff that has dispel magic on it or something. I don't know.
There should be scrolls behind glass in every dormitory and classroom.
Absolutely, that's a really good idea. Actually,
Fire extinguisher is just a dispel magic scroll instead.
Goss walks up to you guys and he bows and he's like, "That was very educational. Thank you for letting me see that."
Well, just be careful when you're performing your tasks, just in case this happens again.
Yeah.
There'll be a quiz later.
Any questions?
Yeah, what do you guys think I went wrong with that one?
Did you
Actually,
feel
How is
the
it
ritual?
possible to summon something stronger than yourself? Doesn't make sense to me.
If you failed the ritual, that might have happened.
Can I try to roll to answer his question?
Yeah, sure, Arcana.
I also would love to do that.
Hana, you say?
Being as I teach primal magics, can I roll nature instead?
Yeah.
See how one advocates for their roles? Arashi is
Waving his big Arcana skill around again.
yeah. Arashi is more talented in these more out there theories of arcane lore.
All right, yeah, Arashi, answer the man's question.
You see, what you did was use Fenster's theorem of arcane magnification inappropriately and created a conduit to the elemental plane of fire when actually you wanted to be interacting with the ethereal plane.
Oh, I see. Takes out a notepad and starts writing that down. And you're so confident with your answer. Wow.
I am very confident that answer is correct, yes.
It was all right. Well, thank you. And at this point, hearing everything die down, all the doors open up in this, the students' hall. The Spire dormitory all come out, and they're like, "What the heck, Goss? You almost burned down the entire dormitory. This is where I keep my stuff." And they're all pretty angry with old Goss and the other Nandis, and they're looking towards you, their teachers, to do something about it.
Could we try diplomatizing them? Being like, hey guys, like, it's not, everyone makes mistakes. It's okay. You shouldn't blame the Nandi for their mistakes. Just like we don't blame you guys for when you make errors.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a diplomacy roll.
Edgy performance instead, because I got that feat.
So,
Don't blame.
that feat, does it say all diplomacy rolls, or does it say to make an impression?
Make an impression?
I don't think you're making an impression. I think you're...
Damn it. I am screwed. Okay, guys, you talk to them. I'm going to point towards Vin and Arashi and Jing. Talk to them. Go.
We understand your concern. However, this is an academy of learning, and one cannot learn without making mistakes.
That seems reasonable enough. Let's see how it plays to the audience.
I'm trying to say this, but in my mind, I'm having like horror flashes of what happens when fire meets Shazir's like brewing kit that he has smuggled in his room. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god.
That's so close. Alright, so all the students kind of squint their faces up and look at each other, and they're like, the teachers never do anything at the school. I'll just walk off angry.
Well,
Wow.
they're not wrong. But
If you won't punish them, we will. By social means.
oh no, ostracism.
The yearly Spire Dormitory Luau, you are uninvited, Goss. Turn in your lay at your earliest convenience. Goss passes it. I am ashamed.
Poor gosh.
I will turn to Goss and say, actually, I would use your ostracism to your benefit. Take this time to study over your theories again and see if you can find your own mistakes.
He nods his head and he says, "You're right. If, I can't let this all be for nothing, so I will redouble my efforts and find a way to make this work in a safer environment." And he bows and he says, "And that's the end of that mission." So, for failing to, convince the students that you meted out a proper punishment for the infractions, for the remainder of this chapter, you guys will get a -1 to all skill checks with students until the next chapter.
Oh no.
And with that, we go into the future. As another month or so passes of uneventful teachering, sipping coffee. There we go. Never got never got my certificate. Don't know what else is involved.
What is our salary as teachers?
Just experience, I think.
Excuse me? Work is not for free. What is our salary?
We're interns, actually.
I can't answer questions that have no answers.
See, so this is what I'm telling you. It's like the academy, the only purpose of being a student in the academy is to graduate and then become a teacher who teaches other students. And as a teacher, we work for free. It's like we're perpetuating our own cycle of slavery.
Have you guys ever seen Kill la Kill, the anime?
The first episode.
Okay, well, no spoilers. Well, I'm going to spoil it if I tell you, but we're going to be like her.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I actually think I may have also seen Kill la Kill. It's insane, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say if he didn't watch past the first episode, he's probably not going to ever. I feel like if I remember right, this one is an anime that makes no sense.
It's very funny, but also very fan servicey. But anyways, the ending you find out. But basically, my school is gonna be my class is gonna be like those girls. Like, we're gonna take you over at the end.
Okay. The studio that did Kill la Kill, for the Star Wars Vision thing for Disney Plus, they did like a little animated short for Star Wars, and it was very fun and very in that style. Okay, yeah, just doing a quick search of the toolbox for this adventure. Yeah, there's no salary. There's only
broke.
power.
We are broke forever. Sad face.
From one Chris to another, would you be willing to make one up?
No. The adventure makes a point that you guys are supposed to be poor, so I want to keep to that flavor.
I mean, salary or not, we're still gonna be poor.
We make money on the side, like a side hustle. Like,
Technically, if months are passing, we should be able to.
Yeah, you should be able to use your downtime for.
Not to be a lawyer about it, but
Is access to the cafeteria still free?
Yep.
Arashi is happy.
so essentially what that means is that we don't have to spend money for daily
food.
taking care of ourselves.
Yeah. But worry about this later. So as you guys are, oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so as you guys are going about your thing, talking about some projects that you guys are working on, eventually you are walking and you see one of your students is currently engaged in combat with two other students. This is Oniji. It'd probably help if, like, when I say these names, I don't say them with a ridiculous accent. To say that I'm uncomfortable saying them. You guys see this lady right here, Oniji, who is a half orc that goes to some of your classes. You guys know her as probably very verbose and very confident, and surely in Arashi's class, whether she knows that spell or not, she provides an answer within 3 seconds.
Have the students.
Let's see. But she's fighting these two guys, and as soon as you guys are like, ooh, they got her. She got too cocky this time. She's fighting two people at once, and as soon as she sees you guys, she just like waves her hand and like smacks them both in the face, and they're both just like knocked out. And she runs over to you guys. And she says, teachers, perhaps you can help me. I need someone to review my performance, but none of my peers can keep up with me. Would one of you do me the honor of sparring with me?
At Jin.
Question
Jing as well. He's a
Did
sparrer.
this look like a sparring match or like a combat out of emotion and anger?
Sparring match.
Okay.
Am I still hurt from the last thing, or was there?
No, that was a month ago. You're all healed.
Okay.
You go to the nurse's office, and she's like, "Oh, Jing, always getting yourself into trouble." And she slaps you and you magically heal.
He gives you an ice pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want to embarrass myself the way I've been rolling, but
Fair enough.
yeah, I'll step up and say, yeah, I'll check out your technique.
Oh, and she goes, "Oh, excellent." And she says, "And for taking me up on this challenge, I'm going to provide you with a new action." If we check in Roll20, and by Roll20 I mean Discord, there's a new action that you can see for the sparring match. And so basically she wants to fight you and for you to give her feedback on what she's doing. So as part of that, here's an action available to you. It's called Access Oniji's Performance. It's a one action move. The prerequisite is that this be the last action on your turn. And then basically you're going to evaluate how she's doing. So that'd be a diplomacy or intimidation check. Or maybe a lore skill or warfare lore skill. Just to like analyze what she's doing.
Let's see, intimidation. Oh boy. All right.
Alrighty. Jing, Sheila. stand right there, ready for you. I'll move Jing right here. I believe we have some music for this. Alright, I was gonna be like, barely different from what I had going prior, but there we go. Alright, Jing. Go and roll initiative for me, bud. Oh, alright, what's your modifier?
3.
3. Your modifier is 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my dex modifier.
All good. Yours is higher than hers, so you go first.
All right, I will. I'll go and use my first one as the tiger stance, and then well, shit. Hold on a second. Yeah, can I take that tiger stance back?
Yeah.
Or would I have been able to get into tiger stance before we started, or do I have to use that as an action? Knowing that I was going to fight her?
Yeah, sure, you can start then.
Okay, good. Otherwise, I won't be able to give her any feedback. All right, I'll approach her. And I was supposed to really try to hit her, huh? Of course. All right, and I'll go in flurry of blows.
Okay. Oh no, she's dead.
He's a monk. He's non-lethal, I believe.
Yeah, it's non-lethal, or if it can be.
And
Are you trying to kill her?
No.
Okay. Ta-da!
Alright, yeah, you get some really good hits in on her.
do it.
And then I guess I'll. So I have to do a performance check, even though she hasn't moved. Or do I
yeah,
hold it?
'cause, you know,
Or do I hold it for after? Okay.
You obviously found an opening in her defenses. You know.
Diplomacy or intimidation. Diplomacy. Oh, it doesn't matter. I go diplomacy.
That's our boy.
Oh, I suck at diplomacy and intimidation. So
Oh no! Can we do?
Oh, yeah.
Can we aid him?
Now, do you want to see
What is
something
it?
hilarious?
have to DC 20. Okay.
Because the critique is a concentrate action.
Oh my god!
How messed up is that?
That's kind of messed up. She hit. No crit, but she hit.
Okay, 17 damage. Yeah, so she hears you, hears you be like, haha, gotcha! Or, you know, like, keep your hands up or something, not very conducive to her learning. So she's like, so she hits you with her staff.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes to her turn.
Starts to your turn. Plus 2 series bonus to this check. Plus 4 if you critically hit. Okay, so I get a +2 bonus to my that performance check. Okay. I will once again do flurry of blows.
Oh, it's you use your 3 actions, man. It's my turn.
Oh, I thought you said it's my turn.
No, if I did, I was wrong.
Oh,
I was wrong and ugly.
if it hasn't been her turn yet, she may not have attack of opportunity. She may not have any reaction.
Oh, dude, that's right. Wow.
Oh, are you? Oh,
No, that's true. All right, never mind, Jake.
Oh, good.
take back the 17.
Heck
Wait,
yeah,
I thought it says
boom.
manipulate action. It's not concentrate, right?
No, it's just concentrate up here, right?
It says manipulate or move action, range attack, or at least a square.
Oh,
Auditory
on the
command.
attack of opportunity. Dude, it's not concentrate? Wow. My
Yeah.
entire life just, like, flashed before my eyes.
Okay, so it's not as messy as we thought.
Yeah, Crispy trying to kill us. Like,
No, I thought that was, like, the point of the the combat.
Attempts
That
to
was just
melee.
like hard. Okay. Well, never mind. Fascinating. But let's, that's a big elf for me, and I'll admit it. But we'll just go ahead and use that 35 as a hit for when she does her spell strike.
Okay.
So,
Oh shoot, she's a maggot. Uh
so
oh.
let's just get shocking grasp out here. And,
Oh, Jing Jing.
okay, so 35 damage in total. Let's see. As her staff is suddenly from beautiful electricity as she smacks you with it. And interestingly enough, it doesn't say that she has Arcane Cascade, so I'm assuming she doesn't know that. So I guess she'll just go ahead and take another strike at you. No, I'm not. She'll just use her last action to recharge her spell strike. Okay, back to G.
Yeah, I'm gonna flurry of blows again.
Okay.
$19. And I will do. You know, can I attempt to grab her? With a Titan Wrestler? No, maybe.
Can you hear me? Hello?
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you
yeah,
before.
So just roll your athletics. Okay. So that's gonna be at a -8 for your
Yep.
your
And then, yep.
that's gonna be 22. That's gonna miss.
I miss?
Hmm.
All right. And
Is that including the bonus from your boots?
no, it doesn't. It's
Okay.
a +3 if I just put it as a to remind myself. But
Okay.
no, it doesn't add it.
Sweet. So yeah,
And,
if your boots are in there, that does hit.
Ooh.
I am. You said it does hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
Okay.
bonus from that.
Good. I'm gonna grab her and try to hold on to her. I don't know if she's using her spells with her hands, so I'll just grapple her and 3 sides. Disarm, grapple, shove, trip, and then I can I hit her while I'm grappling her?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, then
You
I
can
will do that.
also do that assess performance.
Oh, that's right. I gotta do that, don't I? Shit. Performance. All right, so I'll do. So I guess I'll do performance this time. Plus the +2. So 23.
Okay. Yeah, with a 23, you managed to succeed, so you gain 1 appraisal point for your commentary. As you point out the flaw in her stance, I suppose.
All right, that'll do it.
All right. So she's going to roll athletics to try to break out of your hold. Oh. That's a failure. And she's going to think about things. Grappled, Hanjing. That's a real dick move, you know that?
Good job.
Keep it up, Jing.
Yeah. Guess she's gonna try and hit you. You can't grab me if you're knocked out.
She does hit me. 26.
That's 14 damage. And she'll
Oh my god.
Again,
this
even
girl-
better roll with worse, worse stats.
Another 16. Ooh,
What is this girl on?
she's kicking my ass.
She's like, yeah, I can see your point about about grappling. All right, over to Jake.
All right, I'll flurry of blows on her again.
Okay.
Is there any advantage while she's grappled, or only if she's thrown on the ground?
Yeah,
or
she's
whatever?
flat-footed.
Okay.
Okay,
Two.
that's both it.
And she has to roll for her stun. I don't want to forget that.
Oh yeah.
See?
Ooh. You have your calculator.
Damn. And I'll hit her again.
Gotta love that half work stunt. That fortitude.
That's the second action. Looks like a miss, and then I'll roll for performance again.
Okay.
Try to critique her. 20,
Oh.
that's a 22.
Okay, yeah. With the 22, you get your second appraisal point. As you, what do you point out? What are you praising?
I'm appraising that to make sure she knows not to get grappled because, especially being a spellcaster, she limits her spells.
Very good. All right, it'll go to her. She's going to
Yeah.
try to get out.
Take that, GM.
I feel pretty confident in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, she passed.
All right. She's like, all right. Well, I won't let it happen again. And she's going to cast.
That's against the class DC, right?
Sorry, what was it?
Is that against the athletics check? Is against my class DC?
It's against your athletics DC. So that's your
Oh,
athletics,
athletics
plus 10.
All right, athletics plus 10, 15. Okay, yeah, she passed.
Okay. She is, after escaping, she is going to attack you again. Or she's actually going to suggest that you give up. That you yield, because she feels like she's going to have you beat if you keep on going.
I will not yield.
Alright. So she's going to attack you. She's going to make a non-lethal attack. So this is going to be -2 of whatever she rolls. So 25.
A miss.
Okay. Then she's going to cast shield. Over to you.
All right, I'm going to use my first action. You know, I'm going to use my first action to try to grab her again. Athletics, you said. Uh-oh.
Sorry. I just wanted to look at what the rules for the shield was. Athletics again?
Yeah, does it affect grabbing? Does it affect if she has a shield or no?
Yeah, it's against her AC, so it'll
Okay.
raise it by 1.
All right, so I will still do that. Athletics.
Oh wait, no, it's by their fortitude AC. So it shouldn't affect it.
Okay. Oh. Jeez.
Oh, I think that makes you grabbed, I think.
I think I grabbed myself.
I got you, Jane.
All right, I am going to use my next flurry of blows on her. So my second will be that, and then that. Uh-oh. Tides are turning. And I guess I'll try to critique her again.
Yeah.
This will be a more positive critique.
If you get a crit, you win.
No. Damn it. All right. Is it?
Alrighty. She squints her eyes and she says, "Thank you for your instruction." She's gonna cast True Strike.
Oh, it's a wrap. Farewell, Jing Jing. She nat ones you.
And then let's do a spell strike. Wah! This will be at -2 as well.
Oh.
Oh shit. Yeah.
All right.
I think she killed me.
That's 15 plus 21.
All right.
Oh, he's still standing.
15 minus 21. Whoops. Yes, I am.
All right. In the anime, everybody like looks away as they're like, "This, it's over for Jing. She got him." And there's like the dust clears and she's breathing heavily. And she's like, "What? Impossible!" As we see Jing is like crouched on the ground. He's like got the staff in his hand. You know, he's still up. Okay, goes to Jing.
Shit. I should have done this. I am going to again try to grab her. Athletics.
Lift her over your head.
Suplex her.
Tiger
Oh.
lifts the mountain. All right, she's grabbed.
All right. I'll use my next two.
Actually, 1 second. Okay, Fortitude DC 28. Okay, yeah, she's grabbed. I was like, could that be a crit?
I'll use my next two flurry of blows. And I'll critique her again.
Okay.
So 19.
All right. Unfortunately, no, she's not.
All right.
Doesn't
I
look
will
that-
stand. I will stand there and just put my chin up and get ready.
All right. She's going to, as you got her, held there in your arms in a firm grasp, she's gonna squint. She's gonna rear her head back. She's just gonna try to headbutt you.
Yep.
All right. So her strength modifier is 4. So I think Jing's knocked out.
No.
Oh, we still got one left. All right, she's got
Jing, do it.
All right.
26. Is that it?
That is a hit.
All right.
What was that second roll? Was it she hit me again?
Oh yeah, that's the 16 or the 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a second unarmed attack.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm down. -7.
Okay, she's huffing and puffing. Got blood trickling down her forehead, and yeah. She looks over at the teachers and she's like, she seems in high spirits. She's like, "Oh wow, I really gained a lot from Teacher Jing. Do you guys think you can wake him up?"
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I am standing by to provide medical assistance.
All right.
That is a bear's role, not my role. This is my role.
Nice.
That'll be a whole bunch of D8. 30 health to Jing Bear.
And next up the bat, number 34. What? That reminded me. All right. Once Jing's
And back to the field.
once Jing's up, Oniji, she gives you a bow and she says, "Ah, thanks a lot for that instruction, Mr. Bear, Professor Bear."
I'll let her know. just well done. And I'll turn around and walk back to everybody with my head kind of down, not making eye contact with anybody.
It's okay, Gene. You did your best.
Yeah. Even if I was technically proficient enough to defeat you, you know, still gave me a lot to think about. I'll definitely improve my technique and beat you even harder next time.
I look forward to it.
Alexis likes her. She's gonna be like, "Hey, have you thought about joining my women empowerment class? You would be such a good candidate for this."
She kind of scratches her tusk and is like, I'm a little, you know, all the technical aspects of that class. I don't think it really suits me.
No worries, but it was so cool seeing you beat a teacher up.
Yeah, it's every student's dream, huh?
Can I kind of eye her up and down to see what kind of gear she has?
Sure. Oh, perception?
Oh, rolling. Fine, you want me to roll for it?
Yeah.
Well, for starters, still not a bear. So where's the other character sheet? There it is.
Okay, sure. She has. The only thing to her name is a +1 striking staff.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty evenly matched then. +1 striking staff.
Mhm.
Striking staff. All right.
Alrighty. Pardon me. And with that, you guys have completed this mission as well. Congratulations. Feels like a
Nice.
victory, huh?
It sort of does.
Empty victory.
Alrighty, and with that, we're gonna take a 5-minute break to use the restroom.
Sounds good.
During that break, I'm gonna look up some money-making downtime rules. That's all. Carry on. You didn't need to focus on me.
Alrighty, are we back?
Yeah.
Yep.
I am also here.
I'm here.
Alrighty. So, once more, time begins to pass. As the days are going by, eventually, as you know, guys are chilling out. You're more than halfway done with the year. It's looking like a very successful first year. No one's gotten fired or no one's on probation. Things are looking up. And as you guys are chilling out in that teacher's lounge, one more time, you guys hear a knock on the door.
Who is it? Come on in.
And coming inside, you guys see a student that you're all familiar with. Ooh. Solozi? And he says, "Oh, good afternoon, teachers, lore speakers. How's? I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Hope you guys aren't planning to, like, bust any big conspiracies full of snake people or anything like that."
Oh, that was just a while back. Don't worry about that, Solozi. How are you doing today?
Oh, he's like, "Oh, I'm doing well. As you guys know, I'm working on my book, working on my novel."
Glad to know. Glad to know. What are you here for today, Solozi?
Well, I'm actually, the novel is about you guys. He rubs the back of his head, embarrassed. And he's like, "Oh, just like the other kids in Spire Dormitory always talk about all the trouble you guys get in, all your adventures, and I was just hoping that maybe you could share some for me. To tell me fill this book out."
We don't get into trouble. We just find alternative ideas for the problems that we face.
Oh, nope. Zenway says, got benched by John and Timo for half the year. I have it right here.
I'm just gonna kind of lean into the conversation and be like, "What specifically can we help you with?"
I was just hoping that you guys could, I could get firsthand one of your stories so I can, put it in my book.
Perhaps you should tell the story how we won that tournament against the Leshies.
The Ruby Phoenix Championship? You guys went there?
No, not that. One of our Spire Dormitory tournaments that we faced.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Find Leshies? That's so cool. What'd you do?
We defeated many constructs. I believe it was 3 rounds, right? Even in Arashi, it was 3 rounds, right? Was it 2 rounds?
I think it was 3.
I believe it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right, I think I had to do the last one myself. I think I barely made it through.
No, I remember I was in the last one with Hugh. I remember that because I messed up Arashi's one because I rolled horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, we faced a gauntlet of Leshies, and we were able to take them all out and win the tournament. Even though our party was about 4 at that time, we were restricted to only 2 per fight.
It was a really close call.
Now, as you're talking, telling the story, another guy walks in. Another student that you're familiar with, Firedrick. He comes in. He's like, "Oh, you guys already started. Sorry." See, ducks in, sits next to Solozi. He's like, "Sorry, I'm his research assistant. So don't worry about me. Please continue."
We were just talking about the Leshy tournament that we won. at Spire Dormitory. It was a lot of fun. People from all over the academy faced off in the tournament, and we were able to gain victory with the help of Arashi and Bin.
Oh, says Fodrick. He's like, yeah. Did they make one of those like tree mech things that you had to fight?
Yeah, many ones. When I wish recall one that was a giant one that almost destroyed us.
Yeah. You gotta look out for those. They like explode. Crazily enough. Gotta
Yeah.
drive it right out.
I'll try to like sketch it out so that we have a really accurate rendition or image of this thing that we're talking about.
Yeah, Slowly nods his head and he's like, "Oh yeah, Fadrix, man. All over Galarian. He's got so many adventures. He's a really cool guy. You know?
Are they telling the truth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna perceive against them. No reason. I feel like maybe they're not telling the truth. Oh, they almost certainly are. I believe them regardless.
Alright. So as you guys are telling the story and drawing it out, who wants to do a performance roll?
I have an idea of who can do that.
Alright, Arashi, show us what you got.
What?
What?
I'm joking.
It's a performance roll.
Oh, sorry. Let me hero point that. That was pretty bad. Much better. Add a +1, so 27.
Sweet. Yeah, as you're telling the story, Solozy's like, "Wow, yeah, that's perfect. I love that. Young heroes already shining, their talents already shining early in their careers. It's perfect." So he starts jotting this down, asking questions. And Fadric gets like a beep 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 on his crystal ball or something. He's like, "Oh, I gotta take this." Sorry. And Fadric heads up. Once Fadric's out of the room, Solozy, he looks down the hallway. He leans into you guys and looks embarrassed. And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I had an alternative reason for coming to you guys."
What was your reason?
And he's like, "Well, to be honest, everyone at this school has lived such amazing lives. Ignacy had to escape from his country as it was being torn apart by civil war. And Fadric, he's been everywhere. And you guys fought a rock man underneath the school." And he's like, "And I just haven't lived a very interesting life at all. And so, but I want to change that. I came here to become a more adventurous person. And I found this up on the quad. I wanted to ask you guys about it." He shows you a poster. Is anybody in the Emerald Boughs as their main branch?
No.
Alright, so
2 Rain Scribes, Tempest Sun Mage, and
Come on, you can do it.
Arashi. What's Arashi? It's I think it's I don't remember.
I was Tempest Sun Mage.
what was that, Mike?
Tempest Sun Mage for me, so.
I don't remember what Arashi is, but it's not Bells, I don't think.
No.
Is it Lore Speaker?
Cascade Bearer.
Cascade Bear, that's what it is.
Yeah, so none of you know the the inner politics of this mission. But you see, it is kind of a, there's like a mission board. It's a home base. So there's a mission board for, aspirants for that other one, and there's some for lore speakers as well. And so this is a mission from the Emerald Vows. So they're like the community supervision people. And it's saying that there's a few poachers out in the wilderness that are hunting for animals illegally, and so it's looking for someone to fix that situation. And it's labeled as like a lore speaker ranked mission.
Ooh, that sounds like us.
So wait,
does
he
what?
Does he have this like a notice like in his hand, or
Yeah. He says, "I want to take on this mission."
You're not a low streaker yet, right, Solosi?
That's right. But I wanna prove myself. And you guys know that students can take on like lore speaker missions as long as they have like approval by staff.
So we could bring him on like as an NPC, correct?
No, you can give him permission to go off on this mission.
How about we give him permission only if we go along as like as like a mentor, and he just watches from the side? Is that against our ethics?
That's not against your ethics. That's just not what he's asking for.
Oh.
He wants to go on this. I want to go on this by myself to prove myself.
Alexis is gonna talk to her comrades and whisper, "I don't feel comfortable about letting him go by himself."
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't mind going with him. It's just I don't feel comfortable leaving a student by himself in a lore speaker mission, which is higher ranking. He might be marching off to his own death. I don't want that on my conscience.
I want to ask him what makes you believe you'll succeed in this mission.
He's like, I'm an initiate. No, not the second one. Dude, what's the second one called? I can't think of it.
Conversant.
Congressman? It's not
Congressman.
Conversant.
Oh, conversant. Yes.
Someone who converses.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Which I think is a really odd thing, but it's whatever.
I'm a conversant. I've gone on missions with other members on my team. I'm
That's
strong. I can do it. I know I can. My father's an archfiend.
I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah, I also love your enthusiasm. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna like take the little notice out of his hand. I'm gonna take this, and if you would like to assist, you can come along, and I will use that opportunity to assess your abilities. If I think you are strong enough to take on a lore speaker challenge or quest, then I will approve one in the future. But for right now, I need to assess your abilities, and this seems like a really good opportunity to do that. What do you say?
Ugh, you guys didn't ask for John Timo's permission to attack the frog lady.
We are a different. It was a different time back then. We have become more progressive.
Last year was crazy.
And I would respond to that by saying that is correct. We did not ask for permission.
And look how much scandal is in that inspired dormitory because of us. We don't want that upon you as well.
Alright, so he's getting a little angry. He says, "Fine, just forget it." And he'll storm out.
Can I talk back to him or no?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, excuse me. I'm gonna use my teacher voice. Excuse me. You come back here right now. Teacher voice, Alexis. Come back here right now.
Alright, give me a sec. There's so many tokens. I'm so sorry. Imminently possible he's not set up.
Okay, well,
Alright, well, let's see. 22, what is that?
Weak.
Fine, he'll slink back.
good job. Like, excuse me. This is not how you speak to a professor or teacher. We are doing what is best for you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Now walk. Now please show respect, just like we show you respect. Yeah, she gets very, what's the word, naggy towards the kid. Or like lectury towards the kid like a normal teacher would be.
Mhm.
And then, like, be on your way. We'll send word of you once we get approval.
Alright. So he'll give a bow.
And
Walk-
15 points from Emerald Vows.
No, you can't do that. Okay.
Alright. We should
Um,
have our higher beings if we can escort this.
And yeah, I'm gonna tell him on his way out. We'll be leaving tomorrow if you change your mind about wanting to come along and allow us to assess your abilities.
Alright. So yeah, Alexis, you know, they give you permission. Like, oh yeah, if he's gonna be 4 students and a bear, or 4 teachers and a bear, it's safe enough to take him.
Okay, sounds good. So we give him. I guess we go to his dorm, like later on at night. Be like, hey, we have approval of you to assist us in our mission. If you're free to come wake up tomorrow. Come to us, and we'll go on together.
That feels like something we could send a runner to do.
That one student that's just always telling you guys to report to.
Or
Yeah.
just cast a message super far away. Like, here you go.
Oh yeah, that works too. Alright. Yeah, and so the next day passes and he doesn't show up for it. So you guys are like, well, alright. So you guys go out and take care of the poacher situation. And it's just 3 dudes that are like starving and hunting animals. So it's pretty easy to take care of them. You guys wanna?
Do they have any what would their level of skill be? Like, are they just like idiots, or are they like
Yeah, they're idiots. Yeah. After taking everything on you, you guys are like, yeah. In hindsight, you know, a conservant could probably have taken them on.
Interesting. So
I don't care.
Yeah.
How you guys get?
I still think I made the right decision.
No, we did. We did what's best.
Yeah.
Objectively, I'm on your side.
But the adventure path,
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want.
we went to fight frog legs. We almost died.
We did almost die. The one that almost died was Helastus, right? That guy almost killed us, right?
Or was that frog legs? It was all the Grippleys.
Oh yeah, this is the entire situation. No, I think this tracks perfectly well with your arcs.
Yeah. Also, we were told like basically every time, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing that."
And we're like, whatever. We're too busy. We just did what we did.
we shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be promoting us then. But hey.
Honestly, what it should have been is you guys are like, no. Then you guys get there in the morning and it's already taken care of. And you're like, students, just don't listen.
Anyways, yeah. Do we bring the hunters in, or do they look like just starving people that need food?
No, they're just starving people that need food.
Okay, guys, we should probably teach you how to find food without killing animals, such as survival. Wink, wink to Vin.
Yeah, I impart some techniques. And I'm willing to spend as long as it takes to do that. During that time, I am also letting them know that I know what they've been doing, and if they go back to poaching, I will return and I will kill them without prejudice.
Sweet. And you're like, also, there's an evil eagle that lives in this area, and he's just on the loose. So you better look out.
Oh, eagle.
Yeah,
Can
we
you point to us where they are?
It's a giant eagle.
No, you guys fought him earlier and like released him.
What was his
Oh,
name?
that one. Yeah.
Name? I can't remember what it is.
The one with the rogue dude that like tried to kill the dwarf girl that built the golem.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. I'm gonna have him come back with like a staff or something. He's been training. All right.
Yeah, animal staff.
So you guys, come back and resolve it pretty easily after that. And yeah, Vin manages to show a man how to find food without killing animals. And a good time was had by all. A few days pass. Eventually, our boy Fardrick comes over to you guys. And he's like, oh, excuse me, Lord Speakers.
Fardrick, right?
That is I. And he's like, I was hoping you guys had or if you guys had a few minutes to talk about Solozzi.
Go on.
Alright, he's been in a funk for the last few weeks. And, it pains me to see him like this, and I was hoping you guys could help lift his spirits. You may not know this, but he really looks up to you guys. Well, you should know this because he's writing a book about you, so I don't know. There's that. But that's besides the point. He really looks up to you guys, and I kind of have this scheme to maybe help him with his confidence a bit, if you guys would be interested in participating.
Sure.
Oh, thank you, Miss.
Might we have some monetary incentive as well, as we are lacking the funds?
I'm
You're not asking a student to pay us.
Fine. Tuition, please. Okay, just kidding. Fine, we'll help out of the goodness of our heart.
There is a hill of gold in Taldor that had your name on it. And you chose life and nature over money.
Ben chose life and nature.
So he says, Solozzi's a big storyteller, he's always interested in all the adventures I've had and other people have had. But, he never looks inwards and realizes what an interesting life he's had. So I was hoping you guys could convince him to somehow get him to share his own story with people. I don't know if there's some event or something that happens every year that maybe you could take him to, or people tell stories or something like that. Just something to have him contemplate himself and put it out there.
I mean, there was the annual tournament. It's annual, right? The Leshy tournament, the one is annual, or is it once per decade?
That's not necessarily about telling stories, though. I do remember that one time that Donatimo brought us to that fancy place where we told stories.
Oh, that one. Yes, we could take him there.
Yeah. I think Jing is essentially remembering how poorly he rolled that day.
Jinx still has the like Razzies award from that night. But
Let's take him to that place. That's a good idea, Vin.
Arashi is the
the same
winner,
night.
right? Arashi has the.
Yeah, actually, I think Arashi won, and that was the same night we went to go to that house.
The haunted house place thing.
Yeah.
It was a packed night.
Let's take him to that bar then. What's that bar? What was it called? The Lore Speaker bar?
That's the. Let me. It's on this map.
Bar's a little on the nose.
Yeah, I'm looking through hand
The
up,
Black
but
Crowned Crane.
Black Crown Crane.
Floor Speaker Bar is right next to Adventurer Tavern.
Gotcha, right here. Boom.
Well, funny you should say that, Arashi. There is something called Everywhere and Beyond, which I don't know, might be cool.
Sounds good.
It's beyond the scope of this adventure, but whatever that is, I bet it's cool.
Yeah, Adventurer Tavern, right, which is right across from another tavern called New Beginnings. I hear a lot of campaigns start there.
Opening scene in.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Phaedric's like, awesome. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, professors.
You know who we should invite?
No.
Who?
Donatimo. We should invite Donatimo.
Is he still mad at us or no?
He's not mad at us. I don't know if he's still around. He was kind of just, I think he was just like a temp here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
let's get invite to the team all then.
yeah, he's the leader of the Ujanti, but he's away
Oh.
on some mysterious mission.
On sabbatical.
Yeah. He had a baby. I don't know. He doesn't seem the type to settle down. Okay. So, I don't know.
This kid is probably also in that same branch anyway, the one that tells stories. The
Yeah,
Ujanti?
probably. Ujanti.
Is it? Yeah.
Sweet. Well, you guys call Solozzi up, and do you want to put the ID to him or invite him over? Or what would you guys like to do?
We should craft a very formal looking invitation.
Ooh, that's good. All right. Let's see. Society. That's a cipher skill, right? Maybe diplomacy. Who knows?
Arashi
Maybe craft. Maybe craft, since you said the words craft.
could certainly
Arashi has all of those skills, actually.
produce the invitation, but you should probably get somebody else to word it.
Dear sad boy.
Here, let's roll society on it.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's not great.
No, it is great. It is great.
Good enough for a student.
Okay, yeah, way to go. On black cardboard. Or, black cardstock with gold ink, Rashi. With beautiful penmanship. Crafts an invitation. Society's himself an invitation.
Feathers for quills.
I guess with society, you just go to the bar and everybody's like, look, it's him. The one that told the Thunderbird story. And you're like, yep, it's Rashi. Can I swing an invite for one of my students? They're like, oh, of course. Rashi's got like a beret, some sunglasses, as he comes into the bar. Yeah, I'm taking too much liberty with a character that's not my own. If you guys pay attention, you'll notice I theoretically put Arashi in a lot of outfits.
It's because he's Tengu, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just funny. Like, a Tango and Hawaiian shirt is so funny to me. But yeah, the point is that you guys managed to get our boy Salozi over to the Black Crown Crane on story night, and you know, have dinner, listen to some people telling us some good stories, and it's his turn to go up. And so he sighs after being convinced by you guys with that invitation. So he goes up there in front of everybody. He's like, "All right, cats and kittens, up next, we got a hell of a fella." He looks around because he's a tiefling. Okay, we get it. Salozi telling us his story. I'm not sure my mic was picking up my snaps, but I was snapping. So everybody snaps. Love it. Everybody snaps. He gives up on like the bar stool, Bongos start playing. He starts his story with little enthusiasm. It's important to note. My story begins before I was even born. My parents wielded power and influence that most could only dream of, but it wasn't enough for them. They always sought more, and to gain much, much had to be sacrificed. At least, that's what they always told me. That's why, when they contracted a very dangerous devil in hell, I was to be their payment. Or to be more precise, the payment was to be the firstborn daughter of the mortal party upon her 16th birthday. When I told my parents I was a boy, they were furious. They said it would ruin them. I'm not sure if they meant that literally or not, but I never found out. That very night, I fled home and never looked back. I didn't read Salozi's story before then, so I was like, oh,
Oh my goodness.
I was living that as it was happening. I was like, wow, what a development, what interesting lore. And then Salozi goes on to tell his story. He says, from then on, Salozi had to fend for himself, using what little magic he knew to stay alive. He lived a life of narrow escapes, hiding from deadly beasts and outwitting brigands. The further he ran, the more his talent grew, until eventually he found himself on the steps of the Mogambia and realized he could stop running. And he shrugs. Like, the story he told was pretty...
Nope, Mike shenanigans.
If you can say it, say avocado.
That's pretty funny because I saw the exact moment my mic stopped working. But yeah, he kind of shrugs and is like, "That's it. Pretty boring, but I'm off." And everybody's like, "Oh."
Literal mic drop.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah," and starts snapping. He comes over to you guys and he's like, "There you go." And Phaedric's like, "Thanks for sharing your story, Salozi. I think it was great, right, guys?"
Woohoo! Go Salozi. Guys, applaud with him. Woohoo!
Good job.
What teachers are we if we don't applaud for our students?
Good job.
Well, I'm snapping.
Oh, snap for our students.
That's right. And who wants to roll maybe a diplomacy check on that?
Nobody ever wants to roll a diplomacy check.
Just make an impression.
The impression is that he's worthwhile. Sure, I'll allow it.
An owl performance if you guys want to. This is Alexis's and make an impression. Nope.
Yeah. Good.
Is that a critical fail?
I rolled a 3, so it might be.
If it's a critical fail, then I can have you reroll it using my luck.
Oh, yes, please. Is it?
It's not a crit fail.
Not a crit fail. Okay, so
Alright, I'm back.
I guess someone want to talk to them.
Oh, no worries. So, Fadric's
I
like,
I will lean forward and be like, Solosi, listen. The longer that you carry around this demeanor about how uninteresting that you think your life is, the less interesting your life will be. When you told a story about how when you were younger you took your fate in your own hand, I would call on you to do this again. I want to intimidate Solos into being a better person. Stop whining about their life, which really isn't that bad.
okay. Slosey's just like, I was trying to, and you guys wouldn't let me. And so, Slosey says, thank you for the evening, Professor Skywalker et al. And he gets up and walks out.
Uh-oh. I think he's mad.
And Phaedric just...
you know what? Let me mad.
He rubs his nose and he's like, Professors, I really appreciate you guys trying to help in this. Sorry it didn't work out. He's like, I'm going to go talk to him and help him cool off. And he gives you guys a bow and runs out after him.
Let him be mad. He might learn something.
Maybe so.
Definitely, I definitely feel myself turning into one of those teachers that's like, I don't care about these students. They're students. There's like a million of them.
All right. And with that ends that storyline for now. As you guys. Jing, do you want to redeem yourself by going up there and making a performance roll?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's see. I'm gonna performance roll. Probably not. Hold on.
I mean, if we're being honest, Jing probably walked out like he did his own children's concert. Right?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. My kids were done. But my wife had to stay after to clean up. All right.
Okay, that's a little bit better. Alrighty. Then with that, we're gonna move on to the next story beat. Time passes some more. And are you cats ready for a blast from the past? Familiar looking runner meets up with you guys, gives a charismatic wave, and he says, Arashi, Vin, Alexis, and Jing. Teacher Oat wants to have a word with you in his office.
Blast from the past. Sure.
Can you dig this? And Teacher Oat greets all of you, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, it seems like just 2 books ago, you guys were students, and now here we are, equals at the school."
Hi, Professor. It's nice to see you again.
Yes, you as well, Alexis. How find any interesting birds lately?
No, but I am empowering all these young girls at Magambia, making them better individuals.
And the camera pans towards a just pile of mail that he has on his desk, and he's like, "Yes, we've been getting really interesting feedback about that class." And he just like scoops all the envelopes into a drawer and closes it.
I want to. So I let him know a little bit about, as like a, oh yeah, no, I go and go out and take some students on like deep wilderness survival and teach them druidic tips on how to respect nature and spells and yada yada. All that aside, while we were out there, we saw this like super interesting little bird, and I want to take the time to describe a bird that I saw out there.
Sure.
I wish to roll nature for this.
Do it.
That's a shitty roll, but I'm gonna let it stand.
Yeah, that's a grackle. Teacher was like, "Oh, yeah," and he takes out a journal and points out. He's like, like this."
Almost exactly like that, but a little different coloration. And I'm gonna take out a map that I keep with me always that I've drawn myself and kind of point out where I believe I saw it.
Oh, well, hey, if that's good bird watching territory, my wife and I will head out there maybe during the summer. All right, story complete. He's like, but hobbies aside, I have an interesting sort of situation that I think you got that. I don't know if you guys are suited for it, but I think putting you on it would be a just interesting dynamic.
Go on.
All right. So you guys know how you became lore speakers in 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a student here at the Magambia. You might be in your very classes. But his name is Nira. And he's been a student with us for 50 years. And
oh, he's a lifer.
Yep, by hook or by crook, we've been giving him the chance to. He's obviously deeply connected to the Magambia and enjoys being here. So several times we've offered him the chance to become a lore speaker. But all times he's denied it and simply said that he can't do it yet. He's not ready. And so I just thought it'd be interesting. And many teachers have tried and failed. But I thought maybe your swift advancement might pair well with his belated advancement.
Okay, what would you like us to do?
Well, his I would suggest talking. Wait. He giggles to himself. He's like, whoops. I'm really bad with names, guys. Okay, so now I know why none of you your eyes lit up when I said the name. It's because the student I'm talking about is Juimo. You guys are like, oh, Juimo, yes, of course.
Oh.
And so the place I recommend starting is with Nira. They are one of our longest tenured lore speakers. So they were here when Juimo first got here, and so they've been with them pretty much every step of the way. And so maybe talking to them would provide you a little bit of further information to help out when talking to Juimo. Yes. So seek them out and see what information you can pull out.
Okay. So seek out person to help person.
This is the way.
Where does person one frequent?
Oh, no, classroom, blah, 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 but they can most easily be found at the school gardens. With the
School?
Leshy.
School garden, Leshy. Okay.
The scene of our triumph.
Yeah, I don't know if we're still allowed there, but we'll try.
They might not like us, but they can't keep us out.
That's true. We are lore speakers. All right.
All right. So you guys check around the Leshy Gardens a little bit, and eventually find an elf kind of bent down, and they're working on a flower bed of some sort. And as you guys are approaching, you can roll nature.
I absolutely will. I said I absolutely will.
I heard, but I didn't see any action taken. Okay. Yeah, so, I don't know, Vin Enging. Mildly impressed with what they see. It seems that...
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Mm.
It's
And
just annoying, pretty impressive. They're dealing with some pretty rare plants there. They're working with that all require, dragon tears, stuff like that. It's just like really rare botany going on. So you're like, ooh, we're dealing with the boss. And they see you coming up to them, and they wave and say, "Oh, some of the newer lore speakers. How are you doing? How are you faring at the Mogambia?"
As far as I know, amazing.
Yeah, although in recent, I guess from what I can tell, it seems to be like one failure after the next, but it's okay. According to some theories, I think we're doing fine.
She's like, "Well, no one ever said it was easy, that's for sure. Don't get paid."
Yeah, I'd say the Megambia is getting what they paid for.
Yep. Nature, right? Oops, sorry. Oh my god.
Where have you been?
Sorry, I was doing my laundry. Sorry, I was doing my laundry.
Alexis just eats a poisonous mushroom and just turns blue in the background, just foaming at the mouth while you're talking. So what brings you to my flower bed?
You know another student who refuses to become a lore speaker?
Oh, she clips some flowers or some leaves.
So you do know you're avoiding.
You must be talking about Juimo.
Yes, we must.
You guys tell me how to say his name.
Juimo.
You aren't looking at it.
Jemimo. Oh.
Edgemimo.
Jemimo.
Jamimo.
Okay.
Jemimo.
It is then. Yes, I know the boy well. He was one of my first students almost 50 years ago now. He enrolled together with his older brother, Tizawa. Those two were inseparable. As this story gets started, you guys are like, oh no. They made a pact to graduate together and become teachers. Jumimo would always be fast at Tizawa's heels, but I don't think he ever minded. Jumimo's admiration for Tizawa to always do better, and those success... Whoa, my dyslexia kicked in there. Juimo's admiration inspired Tizawa to always do better, and those successes inspired Juimo to turn in turn. Slowly, Juimo started to surpass his older brother. I don't think either boy noticed at first, but one day, Tizawa realized that he couldn't keep up. Both boys had talent, but Juimo always worked just a little bit harder. Tizawa grew increasingly frustrated until eventually it was too much, and he left the school. Juimo wrote him letters frequently encouraging him to return, but Tizawa never replied. After a few years, he gave up on writing, but he still keeps his promise. He won't graduate without his brother. Sad.
Oh,
She clips the leaf.
Oh goodness.
Everybody's here such a crybaby.
Yeah, my mom's dead. Big deal. I killed her, okay?
I didn't kill her. She did. Okay.
Okay.
Pause. Pause. Is the adventure path trying to tell us that we need to go find his brother?
Yes.
We should search for his brother.
Let's go talk to Jamimo first.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
I was like, Jamimo, we found your brother. And he's like, what? I didn't. Who are you?
Doesn't matter. We found your brother.
All right. Woo, woo, woo. Isn't he just the sexiest boy?
He looks angry / emo.
Maybe that's why.
50 years.
So much to teach. Anyway. Yeah, what do you want? I'm just probably not going to go with that. He's sitting at the lunch table, eating some whatever elves eat. Magic. Eating some ambrosia.
Leaves? I don't know.
Yeah. Eating lampas bread.
Yeah, I guess we sit down.
Without
Just
being
around.
asked. Yes. All around him.
Hey man, we heard you've been having family problems.
You must be Jamimo.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jamimo?
I was in your class.
Yes. You were student 7. What is your rank here?
I'm a conservant.
And why is that?
Well, I expressed the skills and knowledge to rise up from an initiate and got my mask. Points towards his mask on his belt. And because I, believe in the strength of thousands philosophy and helping the community of Natambu and such.
Um,
I'm gonna play dumb as hell.
but you have been offered the opportunity to become a lore speaker.
He goes, "Oh, yes, I have, but I'm not ready."
And why is that?
He says, "Well, there were certain." He doesn't say, "Well, he's not me." He says there were certain criteria that I told myself I would meet before I became a lore speaker, and those criteria have not been met. And so, ergo, I am not ready to become a lore speaker.
Yeah, that's math.
Jemimo, are those criteria relevant to your ability to serve the people of the Magambia?
No.
That's a really good question.
No.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
you say you believe in the strength of thousands, but you don't trust your comrades enough to tell you when it's time to move on?
Well played, Arashi. He says not so much that I don't trust in the community. It's just my own personal expectations of myself have not been met.
What expectations would those be? Perhaps we can help you to resolve them.
All right, give me some sort of roll.
Some sort of roll.
Sure.
I guess just roll a d20. I don't know.
Yeah, give me a flat.
Give me a flat.
There we go. Yeah. How does Arashi? How does Arashi thinks he's handling this? What's he rolling?
Roll logic.
Yeah, logic.
Arashi can't figure out how to justify the skills he has ranks in.
I mean, I'll give you a +2 for this for your tactful line of questioning.
Well,
Oh.
He goes, okay. He's like, well, he doesn't say that. He's not me. When I came to this academy, my brother and I promised that we would graduate at the same time. And that has not happened yet. And so, until he chooses to return to the Magambia, I refuse to graduate without him.
Okay, where is your brother? Why did he leave? Tell us in your own words.
I think part of life is living with disappointment, and part of that disappointment is the indelible fact that there are other possibilities that we exist within that are more glamorous than our own, and that the present reality is disappointing. And I think my brother was a victim of that fact of life, and was not satisfied with his own progress in the academy, so he gave up and opened up an alchemist shop in Natambu.
Okay.
So that's what's the name of this alchemist shop?
What if it was that one guy? He's just like, what? Well, you know what? It's called Tizawa's Lotions, Potions, and Feel Good Remedies.
I have a question. Is your brother...
It's an alchemist shop.
Is he successful?
Yeah, from what I understand. We haven't talked.
Yeah, you guys are super close. Um, so let me get this straight. Just let me make sure I understand this. He left the academy to pursue a successful entrepreneurial lifestyle, to open up an alchemy shop, which still helps others, just in a different way, perhaps more suited to his skill set. And you aren't happy because in your eyes he should drop everything, come back to the Magambia, finish his student here and graduate with you.
I have no expectations of him giving up his life to, giving up his own life for my benefit. But a vow is a vow. I will not graduate until he does. And if he chooses never to come back, so be it.
But what if he wants you to graduate? Would that change your mind?
He pauses and looks out into the middle distance. He says, well, I've never considered that. I suppose. If he reneges on his side of the vow.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
That's kind of my whole thing. All right, he has a ding, walking into a. Oh my gosh! Okay, you guys walk into an alchemist shop. They're like ding ding, little bell rings, and you guys see. 1 second. By 1 second, I mean like probably 3 minutes.
A tango, an elf, a dwarf, and a halfling walk into an alchemist shop.
Loading.
Still loading.
Okay, you guys see this guy in like an apron,
Oh,
restocking a shelf, and he's
my
like,
God.
"Welcome to Ziwa's lotions, potions, and feel-good remedies." And he turns around, and he's like, "No, not you guys again."
We do the same exact reaction. We're like,
pulls bombs out of his pockets.
no bombs. We're here to talk. No bombs.
He squints. He's like, "Talk about what? What do you want? No minotaurs out here for you guys to kill."
Or
It's
for you
left-
to stick on us.
And Celestis has been handled, so you're fine now.
Yeah, thanks for saving my life, by the way.
You're welcome. I'm so glad I didn't.
Guys.
I'm so glad I didn't crit kill you in the head with my sniper rifle.
Yeah. So, like, where's my spear?
Ask Arashi.
Who knows?
Let the past be the past.
Turns around and starts stocking the shelf again.
We're looking for someone, by the way, Ubamu.
Who are you looking for?
I can't recall his name. Can my companions?
I
Tozawa?
think. Tozawa, yeah. That.
I know exactly what his name is. His name is Hizawa.
He says, "Fine, give me a second, let me get him." Tozawa! He screams. And Tozawa whoop, steps out. He's like, yeah. He's like, oh. Welcome, customer. Sorry. He didn't talk to you, did he?
No, he did not.
Oh, good. Okay. Excellent. Hello, welcome to Tozawa's Lotions, Potions, and Magical Remedies. What ails you and how can I help?
I have well, I guess we all kind of have a really bad case of a student who won't graduate the Megamiya.
He goes, oh, wow. Well, let's see. Lack of motivation, maybe some potion some aspiration, some megalomania, maybe a little of that.
No, he just wants his brother to graduate with him too.
And with that, he stiffens up and he goes, oh, my brother then? And he goes, wait a second. Jemima hasn't graduated yet? It's been 50 years.
Yeah.
Todd, you guys are so close.
And he's like, what? I don't, please explain things to me.
Apparently you took a vow to graduate together. Your brother takes it rather more seriously than perhaps you do.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow, that's just something we said when we were kids. Elf kids, 200 anyway. Wow, that's fairly serious.
Perhaps you.
And it's a tumultuous time. The two.
The 200s, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps you've. It's been a very long time, but you don't remember the magical properties of non-magical vows.
Damn. You've touched my heart, little one. With your wordplay. And he says, well, he kicks a can. Oh my... Ubambu drops a can and he kicks a can. He's like, I definitely bear responsibility for it. I'm the one that stopped returning his letters. And, it was my own jealousy that drove him to this. So, thank you guys for coming to me with this. I'm going to reach out and see if there's anything I can do to knock some sense into that stubborn head of his.
Well, I know that he must miss you so much, and also the Megamiya is really not that far. Do you want to just come with us and talk to him?
Yeah, you could do that.
Also,
right?
you don't need to be jealous of him. You're very successful on your own. Arguably more successful than he is.
And he's like, oh, well, I would, but he doesn't say anything, but his eyes kind of look over at Ubamu.
If you need us to arrest him for you, we can do that.
Yeah, just someone to watch the shop while I'm gone,
All right, I'll watch the shop while you're gone.
All right, I trust you, Birdman.
When we come back, the shelves are picked clean.
All right. So, you take him back to the lunchroom. It's been like an hour or so, and he hasn't left that spot. He's mad patient.
So, wait, they haven't spoken in 50 years and they're 400 yards away?
This is a point that I was kind of dancing around.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's right, Rashi.
Uh-oh.
Every bottle in the shop.
Alrighty, but why have me speak for the NPCs when we can have the players speak for the NPCs? So who wants to play Jomimo?
That sounds like a job for me.
For who?
For me.
For me. Okay, fine. Topher is Jumimo. And who wants to play his successful brother, Tozawa?
I will pass since I already failed at fighting that girl 6 months ago.
You can't keep holding on to it, Gene. You gotta forgive yourself. All right. Well, since Mikey's the only other player present, Mikey, I guess you'll be playing Tozawa.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
I'll try my best to roleplay.
All right. Hurricanes Howl. Scene 7, Take 1. Tozawa and Juimo reconcile. Action.
How are you?
Looks over. Tozawa. It has been so long.
50 years.
It's been 50 years. So long. I noticed you still look the same, but a little bit more wrinklier. Come, give your sibling a hug.
Still rude as always.
Come, give your sibling a hug. Dramatic, cue like the romantic, like lost music.
Romantic?
Not romantic. Like the dramatic music of like two people running towards each other.
Yeah.
Cue that like. Na 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 na. I can't sing, but you know what I mean.
All I have is
Crickets.
which isn't very romantic.
It's not supposed to be romantic.
Again.
I said the wrong word.
Not romantic.
Familial love. I get it.
Whatever.
I don't.
I don't. That's not how we do in California, Chris. Anyways,
Whatever. How am I? I stood up for you, and this is how you treat me.
It has been so long, and you have not returned my letters. I don't know if I can do this without you.
I swore that I can't graduate without you.
No, that's my line.
Oh
dude.
shit, I'm the other one. Oh sorry. I opened up the shop. I'm so embarrassed. I knew you were the better sibling, and I just couldn't keep up with your pace.
I just place a hand on your shoulder and look into your eyes and say, I know.
Mom and Dad always favored you.
I know.
It seems like I'm always catching up to your shadows. Who's younger, me or you? I forgot.
Let's just say we're twins.
You're still older with me. It's so hard to catch up to your shadows, big brother.
I know.
So why have you come back?
Oh, you're the one that came back.
Oh. I'm confused right now. So I have returned because I can't have you waiting for me still. I was always a burden for you back then. I must be a burden for you now.
That's good. Good. But I don't know if I can do this without you. I promised I would wait for you.
And now I am here. I'm here, brother. Hug me, brother. I missed you so much.
We kiss deeply.
Oh, hell no. Brother, stop. Brother and father are rolling in the graves right now. Brother.
You're really misreading the signs.
brother, I have something to tell you. I have a significant other already. He's my maid. Obamu is my
Oh my god.
You had your chance. This is not Game of Thrones.
Canon!
See-
Canon!
See, we've
This is not Game
taken
of Thrones.
a like one-shot character and we've really fleshed him out and just made him just a part of the world, you know? It's beautiful.
No, he has this weird relationship with his brother.
All right.
But thank you for coming here and talking to me. I feel like I put some things to rest from my past, and I'm so glad that you have a successful business, and I think that I'm ready to graduate and help you in your life and move on.
Thank you, and feel free to work at my shop anytime you want. Potions, lotions, and everything that gives you motion, whatever it's called. Like,
That's great.
Feel free to come to my shop anytime that you want. I'm always here for you, brother.
When's the wedding?
I don't know. Me and Obanu? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be. I know how we're getting the book. Okay, great.
At the end of the book, they have us cue the wedding music.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh my gosh.
And then Alexis is like, I'm so glad I didn't kill him. This wouldn't have happened.
If this was just like not an AP and just me running this campaign, I'd be like, all right, well, that wedding's gonna be an entire session now. Okay, great stuff. Somehow Mikey bought this book and read what happens. Because next day, way to go, guys. Beautifully acted. Hero point for the both of you.
Yeah.
So, the next
Win.
day...
Thank you, brother.
Jumimo finds you the next day and informs you that he plans to become a lore speaker at the end of the year. In the meantime, he'd like permission to pivot his studies towards medicine and spend half of each school day in his brother's apothecary shop.
Oh, wow.
But we're skipping forward a little bit because what sort of antics do Ubamu and Arashi get up to?
Well, I had said that Arashi was having him polish every bottle in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he needs to reorganize everything by primary ingredient, but also indexed by primary and secondary effect in a complicated grid pattern.
He's just grinding his teeth down as you tell him to do this.
And I'm just going to wait, until he's almost finished, and then be like, what, wait, no, not like that. I said primary ingredient from left to right, primary effect from top to bottom, and he has to redo it all again.
We see in his eyes, he reaches a moment of supreme clarity. He reaches into his back pocket and takes out a bomb and nods to himself. We see Tozawa come out and he's like, all right, well, looks like everything, and just like the windows like blow out. And he's covered in soot and he's just like, pinches his nose.
Do we come out just with like our hair sticking straight up?
How dare you ask me a question like that?
Our hair sticking straight up and our clothes like all ragged.
Yep, exactly. And way to go. Mission accomplished. Are you guys ready for your first reward out of these four mini quests?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Teacher Oat, as thanks for helping him out on this little side quest, he's like, I knew it. You guys have never failed me before. You failed John
That's because
Timo.
you've never given us the other missions.
He gives you guys a scroll of freedom of movement.
Okay.
Whoa.
which I guess he thinks it's funny. And this is just me. This is a reward from yours truly, not the book. Tozawa, as thanks for reuniting him with his brother, gives you guys a potion of quickness.
That's kind of good.
You know, the potion that he wanted to give your theoretical student who needs to move on. You know. All right. And with that, we skip ahead. It has now been 9 months since you guys have become lore speakers.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's very nearly summer vacation. The entire year is over. Those were the exciting ins and outs of what you guys have had to offer the school. And it's just about time for graduation. When I need to read something real quick, so entertain yourselves.
That was good roleplay, Vin. I've never roleplayed brothers trying to mess around before. That was interesting.
Yeah. I liked it. I was into it.
I was like, this is weird.
Yeah. Strike me. It's the type that would. Yeah, I've never done that either. Role play or in real life.
Such a trope.
Yeah. I've always wanted to, though, you know. All right.
I didn't know you had a brother.
I have 7 brothers and sisters.
Oh my god, you have a
Are you
huge
kidding me?
We are Catholics.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang. So you always had like a full household.
Yep,
And everybody has a guilty conscience.
pretty much. I'm actually 10 years younger than the next oldest, so they're all like out of the house by the time I was.
Oh, so you're the youngest?
Yeah. I'm a mistake. Okay, so at this point, Arashi, you're giving your final. You're getting ready to give your final. You got your flashcards. You got your 3-second timer ready to go.
Mhm.
And something queer strikes you about the proceedings today. There's a seat that's empty. This seat belongs to your star student. All of your star students, actually. It belongs to Iboko, who we have a picture for.
Ooh.
But I can't find it. So,
Can we recruit our star students?
I hope we could.
yeah, you can.
Once we can see the pictures for him.
Or her. If it's a guy, it's gonna be weird in my feminism class for him.
Hey, I love women, you know?
That's the wrong type of feminism, by the way.
I took a lot of women's studies courses when I was in college.
I bet you did, Vin. I bet you did.
But nothing like what hers is.
Oh, she's so adorable.
She's pretty cute.
I feel like Iboku is female empowerment.
Yeah, she is so female empowerment. I love her. I love her.
So she's really your top students, but all of you notice that on this particular day, she's gone. And this is a woman who has not missed a single day of class.
Oh my god, where is she?
Exactly. It's very
We gotta look
concerning.
for her.
I'm gonna summon a runner
Yep.
because I feel like we're all in our classes now when we've noticed. Well, we can't have class at the same time because unless she has one of those things that Hermione had.
That'd be awesome. Now
I have
we assume you guys like meet up after during meeting hours or something like that, and you guys are like
Lunchtime.
lunchtime. There we go. Perfect.
Hey, have you seen Iboko? She's missing today. She's usually such a vocal, proud female in my class, a voice to be heard.
Oh, that's weird. Iboku's in my class too. I didn't notice. Never noticed that we have the same student.
Yeah, 9.
Vin's used to losing students. I assumed she had mastered invisibility.
Mm-hmm. Is she in your meditation class too, Jing?
I believe she is.
Mm-hmm.
Where is she? It's not normal for her to miss a day like this.
Now I will summon a runner, which I assume we just have like some kind of hand signal that we can do, and they just poof into existence.
Hey, what's good, boss? Have you guys ever seen Uploaded? Okay.
No,
Continue.
never heard of it.
That's good.
And I will say, find Iboku. I wish to see her in my office.
Sure thing. He runs off. About 20 minutes
And then
he runs back.
I turn back to the group. I love doing that.
That used to be us 2 years ago, but now.
I know, right? Let's go to my office.
The spell just like pulls a student out of class. Just like teleports him to you. Okay, yeah, about 20 minutes later he shows up. He's like, she's nowhere to be found. She's not in her room.
Where should I seen or spoken to?
Oh, you want me to investigate?
Yeah.
Actually,
That's why we hired you.
Okay, first off, nobody said anything about hiring, and I just turned to the person, you're not being paid. And then second, I'm going to turn back and be like, I feel like the world as a whole is trying to tell us we need to go find her. You know when the universe speaks to you? Have you ever felt that? Guys?
No.
I mean, no.
Arashi is unenlightened as hell. He's never felt a cosmic calling.
Nope, not one time. But let's go to the dormitory and see if any of her fellow students can shed light on her whereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a member of Spire Dormitory?
Of course.
We must speak and ask members of
I'm
Spire.
convinced, even though I work here now, I'm convinced Spire Dormitory is the only dormitory.
No, there's that one I got blown up.
You mean the one that got eaten by a purple worm
Yeah.
after the asteroid?
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, there we go. I was like, there's other places. Warden House. That's the other one.
That we've never been to for the past 2 books.
Your Sun Dormitory. Let me throw this out for you. I know
Some
I'm
dorms
standing
are
for
better than others.
Sun Dormitory. There you go.
All right.
Spire Dormitory is where all the Children of Destiny are packed up.
Fun people.
Yeah. Yeah, or the
We
fun people. Who knows?
Let's go inspire and ask everyone, where is she? Where is Ipoko?
What? She's gone?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Who are we talking to here?
Ipoko. That's who we're looking for.
Who are we talking to?
Oh, who are we talking to? Oh, people at Spire Dormitory.
Well, I've suddenly made the decision that you're talking to Shazir. So,
Okay.
what's up, Teach?
Where's Ipoko? Have you seen her?
Oh, yeah, I've seen her.
Where?
He looks to the left, he looks to the right. He's like, ooh, don't know if I can say. There's sort of he makes a triangle with his claws. A cone of silence around the subject. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna sense motive. I sense nothing.
Alexis, you know very well that I am an enigma.
Arashi, can you talk to him, please? He's annoying me.
Well, if this student is in any kind of difficulty and your cone of silence makes it any more difficult for us to come to this student's aid, then the whole matter has to fall directly onto your head.
That's good.
Mhm.
And,
That's a good point, and not a bad roll either. Feel like that might get a circumstantial bonus based on what was said. Just saying.
Uh-huh. Are you now? So he goes, ooh, man, I'm the only one here willing to talk to you, and you're throwing this at me? Arashi, man, that's some great disrespect, I gotta say. But, so, 23 is a failure, but because you guys have managed to help out our half-orc friend, Oniji, and you've also managed to help out Jumimo, the DC is dropped by 4 points, and thusly, at the, at this point, those two students are like in the hallway watching you guys interrogate Shazir, and they give Shazir a look, and he's like, he stuffs his hands into his pockets, and he's like, all right, Bird, yeah, I know what happened to her. And he takes a pomegranate out of his pocket and starts peeling it. And he's like, so a few days ago, she received a letter in the mail from her hometown. And apparently there was some sort of disaster or something that happened over there. So one minute, she's here. The next, she's packing her bag. And she's hopping on the first train out of here. Trains don't exist, but they're this idea that I have. Anyway.
This first train of horses and other pack animals headed in a particular direction.
Where was she heading?
Patience.
You mean to tell me you've never taken enough interest to know where her hometown is? Tisk. And as
Shazir, do you have any idea how many students I have?
We have a lot of people. We're busy.
No, you guys are like, Shazir doesn't know or care where she lives. And so Chibima will come forward and say, yeah, she lives in a village in the Sodden lands known as Kyutu, which is on the western side of the continent, I believe.
Of this continent?
Mm-hmm.
Rashi just shudders. It rains a lot there.
I guess that's why they call it the Sodden Lab. I love the rain.
You won't.
Arashi, is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Ooh,
No,
Fun!
let's go.
guess who's getting a side quest?
Rashi, I want to see your mom and dad.
I mean, they're very attractive, so yes.
But yeah, that's actually that's the end of that little adventure. You find out what happened to her. You report it to the people. You're like, yep, she ran on her final. So, boop, 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 boop.
All right, well, I'll send out an email letting everybody know I'm gonna be away for the next unknown amount of time.
For the love of God, do not forget to turn on your auto respond when you go on vacation.
All right. So while Vin goes off, Alexis, Jing, and Arashi are called in by the headmaster.
Hello, headmaster.
After, you guys' grade finals and everything like that. You are in the presence of High Sun Mage Oyamba, who they didn't feel necessary to give a picture. I want a picture of him. Anyway. Yeah, he just calls you guys in for a meeting. He's just been like, all right, well, you guys did it. You completed your year of service as lore speakers to the academy. We thank you very much. You rate your professors.
We will not be renewing your contract.
Yeah. You rate your professor seems pretty good. A lot of your students had some positive things to say about you. So just want to talk down with you. And wait, suddenly I just have an idea of a weed wizard. Just wanted to rap with you and just see how have you found employment at the Magambia. How are you guys doing?
We're doing fine. My girls are happy. They always say fierce at the end of the day.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
My students seem to fear death to the appropriate degree.
That's good.
Mine are all very calm when they leave my class, ready for the day.
That's good.
Seems very popular to go to Jin's class right after mine. I'm not sure why.
Just like this Birdman just like squawking at you for an hour and a half. Okay.
Fireball, you're all dead!
That's hilarious. And as you guys are having this talk, he's saying, yeah, so really, I just want to say that, I think this has been a good experience. John Timo, I feel like he made the right call with you guys. I feel like this is a good fit. So, if you guys want, I'm asking to extend your contract for another year. You don't have to say yes. Just keep in mind you will be making a new character if if you refuse me.
Yes, please.
That's in-world slang for I'm going to kill you.
All right.
Yes, there's a lot I can achieve here.
All right, out of sight. And at this, there's a knock at the door. And I was not prepared. There's a knock at the door, and you see Oniji. You see Fadric. You see Solozi. You see... Nope, she's missing. Oh, where was... I just realized they're in alphabetical order. Jimimo, you see these four? These five?
Right.
Are all, they've all got their suitcases under their armpits. They've got backpacks on. They've got rain visors on.
And they felt that was important to bring to the headmaster's office. Just kidding.
All right.
Guys, okay?
And they say, teacher, everybody, we've made a decision. We're going after Ibiko.
I like that decision. Might we,
For you.
I think you might require some extra reinforcements, though. What made you decide to go along to find Iboko?
Well,
They're probably friends.
after you guys figured out that she was missing, we all... she's in trouble and her hometown was in danger, and we just let her go off by herself. We feel pretty bad about it.
Professor, if you don't mind, might we help assist these students in finding Iboko? She was one of my favorite students at the academy.
Oyamba's amusement is plain, even behind his mask. He was wearing a mask, guys. Just so you know.
Yes.
If you want
Mask
to
up. It's important. It's a pandemic out there.
If you want to imagine it was a pot leaf, I won't stop you. Teachers, he says, teachers lead their students most of the time, but here at the Magambia, we believe that teachers must be prepared to go where the students lead them as well. He gestures to the students, packed and ready to continue.
Irony, as we were fetching many things for you 2 books ago. Without an assistance.
If your students are eager to experience the wider world, it is up to you to guide them, not stop them. But I cannot allow your students to abandon their studies, no matter how important they feel the task before them to be. And he rubs his chin. He says, as I recall, Q2 is a village of boat makers and fishers on the Terwa River, near Terwa Lake. It also happens to be a day or so from a very important research site that the school has been hoping to investigate for quite some time. Pardon me, I had to burp there. Anyway, this ruined city, Bloodsalt, has been mostly reclaimed by the red silt of the lake, but it once held the civilization of poorly understood dragon speakers, about which we know very little. With some archaeological work, we could learn much more. I still am not done talking. Students, I would like to assign you a few semesters of practical research in the ruins of Bloodsalt. You'd have to delay your departure a few days so we could outfit you with the necessary archaeological supplies and research materials. You'll be expected to keep detailed research notes about Bloodsalt, as whatever you write will be only official records the school has. You could check on your friend while you're in the area. Would that be acceptable? The students' grim determination transforms into excitement. It's clear none of them expected to venture so far from the Tambu so soon in their academic careers. I guess we're ignoring that someone's been there for 50 years. Okay. They share eager whispers, already making plans. Oyamba continues. Bloodsalt has some dangers, but I can think of no group of lore speakers more capable of meeting them. You might even convince your errant students to return to their studies, as she could do so close to home. And so he says, well, it looks like the students are in agreement, so students, return to your dorms, and your teachers will be with you presently. And he says, of course, alright, of course, I really just voluntold you guys that, so you guys don't have to go on this mission, but just be aware that you will have to make a new character if you refuse me.
There's no need for threats. I'm happy to go.
Out of sight.
A new character. Big sub-concepts.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Alright, so he's like, I didn't want to freak the students out. And he leans forward and he's like, but dig this. The reason Bloodsalt is so poorly understood is that Terwa Lake it occasionally produces a dense, odorless volcanic gas that lingers in the area for days. It is quite deadly. And it really just chokes and kills all life within the vapors for some time. This gas is known as Dead Man's Breath. It might be the reason that Bloodsalt's been abandoned for a few generations. Dig? Oyamba, I spoke in third person. I'm getting old. But I want to provide the four of you with yeah, I'll provide a few extras too. He goes into his desk. He's like, give me a second. Bippity boppity boop. Magic! He shoots lightning out of his fingers. And from these lightning bolts are produced, a dozen or so silver charms. He says these should be able to provide you protection from the deadly gas. And by protection, I mean they're gonna turn a color when it's going to get near and give you guys enough time to run away.
Thank you.
You've noticed that these charms are all curiously shaped like canaries. And, of course, Shokan is... he's over there at the powder pile, and he can provide you with any expedition equipment you guys need to get started on this.
At no additional charge.
Okay. So it says... he gives you the necessary supplies, I guess, yeah. Along with 4... Okay, this is great. 4 determined, if plodding donkeys, to pull a few wagons. Shokan provides the hero with any exceptionally detailed inventory list. He's happy to add any additional gear the hero's purchase. Okay, there we go. So, yeah.
Oh, so we can get more stuff.
Yeah.
I say we literally get every free item that we could get.
All right, we're level 8, so I want some items, please.
And then we turn around and sell them.
No, I want a rune. I've been waiting for my rune for a while. Poke, poke.
Okay. So with that, that's going to be the end of the session. So you guys were working for 9 months. So you guys cannot advance can't study like you could when you were students. So you can't spend your free time doing that. So you can spend those 9 months doing your singing for supper or whatever it's called in the system.
Hashtag earned income.
Yeah, earn income.
Sing for supper. What?
That's a Ninja Crusade.
Where is the rule for that earned?
Oops, so sorry if you heard my mic fall.
I put a link in the Discord.
Sure.
There's
Thanks,
a
man.
calculator there. I'm still trying to figure out what it is though.
So how many days would we have? Oh God.
I would just probably. I never would want to do one roll determines the entire amount of time. So I would probably maybe separate it into weeks or months.
9 months. Okay. How many days are in 9 months? 274 days.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that many rolls.
Just do all for one.
Let's see.
I wouldn't want that because if you fail
Then you got nothing.
for 9 months.
All right, 36 rolls is gonna be pretty annoying too. Come on, there's gotta be a way to.
You do per month.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's gonna be. No, but it should be more than that. I guess it could. I don't know. Let me. Has a fan done something better?
You just use your modifier DC. Just make it easy. Instead, yeah.
Oh wait, what's this? Earn income calculator. Okay, let me just test this out real quick. Okay,
Oh,
Alexis, how are you? What are you doing?
I'm using performance, and what I just did was I just put 274 days.
Hmm.
I put my task level as level 8 because I'm level 8, and I just used my performance DC, which is 14. So sorry, 24, because my performance. And when I calculated all together, I got 822 gold pieces. Which sounds right.
Which sounds right. Okay. So you like use the calculator?
Yeah, I used the calculator. I put in 24 as my result because it's just my DC. I put my task level 8 because I'm level 8. It says DC 24, so I succeeded probably. Expert because I'm an expert in performance, and level 8.
All right.
So I got 822 gold pieces. I could share the. How do I print screen? Print screen. There you go. That's what I got for mine.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, 822 gold. Woohoo!
We're just gonna calculate an auto success on this amount of time. No rolling.
I think so, yeah, because, I mean...
Oh, that's true. Let's see. Oh, did I just get rid of it on accident? Yeah, I don't know. How would you do it without?
Can it just be some money?
Yeah,
Like DM, like just you guys earned some money.
Okay.
Like I don't care a fixed amount, but like I'm definitely not applying my brain power to earn income calculator over 9 months.
Just give us like 800 gold and we'll be fine. Like,
I don't know. Rashi suggested it out to me.
I have absolutely no idea.
1,000 gold.
okay,
I
that's an even number.
really
I
don't
like
know
that.
how the gold economy is meant to be in Pathfinder, or if we're supposed to have gold or what. I don't care at all.
Well, let's just for a second.
The number is 500. Great talk.
Great.
See you guys next week.